Smooth, let's get in here, man. Smooth, where are you, man? Get in here. Let me know how you're doing. It's time to talk 49ers football. Niners! Actually, I'm trying to relax. I've been doing that a lot for no reason. Kryptonite Pack and Chiefs time. See, normally we just talk about the games at the end of the week and we predict our scores and pretty much give your thoughts on what's going to happen whatever given Sunday. This is not every other Sunday. This is the frigging Chiefs. 49ers are favored to win by a 1.5. Pearsall returns to practice, pumped up everybody. The Niners have not beat the Chiefs. It's been a decade, 10 years. The last time that happened, the starting quarterbacks, Colin Kaepernick versus a recently traded Alex Smith to the Chiefs. Did you know? Remember, we were going over this the other day. We said, how was the last time we beat the Chiefs? And so I made the mistake. Wasn't it Alex Smith? No, it was Cap. But still, it's 10 years. Beating the Chiefs. Granted, we don't play them every year, but still. That's a long time. You're going to see teams within a 10-year period. That favorite to win by 1.5. And to my way of thinking, that indicates the oddsmakers don't even have. The 49ers are at home. The oddsmakers don't even believe this. To the phones we go to ponder this particularly meaningless game with the Niners versus Chiefs, in as much as postseason is concerned, since some of us are losing sleep over it anyway. I know I am. I just can't. You know what the thing is? Because I'm already programming in my mind. Here we go. We're sitting in the fourth quarter. Fam, the mofos went and did it again. Okay, I'm tired of doing that with the Chiefs, fam. Man. Eric Branch, San Francisco Chronicle. This is the first to mention that the Niners are signing former Packers kicker Anders Carlson to the practice squad. This is likely a precautionary move after Matthew Wright suffered a shoulder injury while making a special teams tackle during last week's game against the Hawks. Fam, in fact, they should get another kicker as well. They can't bring them both up at the same. Will they activate this kicker during the game? Carlson, can you see Carlson on standby? Fam, please help me talk to Kyle and whoever's involved in special teams. Mitch Wisnowski can put the ball in the back of the end zone if that's what you're concerned with. Let Mitch handle that, because nobody's going to run over Mitch and hurt him. But these other guys are not. This is not what they do. They're fragile. They're wimpy. They just have a leg that kicks the ball for a long way. But beyond that, them making the tackle, and especially when your special teams is suspect when a guy's coming down the field, the odds of them tackling him are not high. And so there's the last guy in defense, the kicker. They run over him, damn near kill him, but he's so brave. He puts his body out there, and he stops the guy. Oh, I'm so tired of that. I'm telling you, the special teams coach needs to be put on notice. I'm telling you right now, that's 2 times in a row. That's got to stop. And Kyle, you know what? I know Kyle had a talk with him. Yeah, he probably did already. Also, safety Adrian Amos was added to the practice squad. Wide receiver Terrace Marshall Jr. was released from the practice squad to make room for that move. 6-foot guy, 214. Amos was originally drafted by the Chicago Bears in the 5th round of the 2015 draft. A 31-year-old journeyman, which I have no problem with because we got the youngsters. We need somebody to teach them how to show them things that they're not doing properly. He's had, throughout his 9 career, appeared in 142 games, 125 starts with the Bears, 2015 to 18, Packers, 2019 to 2022, Jets, 2023, and Texans, 2023, where he registered 650 tackles, 49 passes defense, 10 interceptions. One was a pick 6, 6 sacks, 6 fumble recoveries, and 3 forced fumbles. So he's not shabby. I don't understand why he's not employed. I'm always concerned when you see certain positions, players running around with resumes like that. I don't understand. He also appeared in 8 postseason contests where he registered 29 tackles, 5 passes defense, and 3 INTs. There's nothing really shabby about that. So in 2023, the Jets and Texans, Amos registered 28 tackles with 1 fumble and 1 pass defense. He also appeared, as I mentioned, in 2. I don't know if this really was a good signing, though. Is he just going to come in and just stand by? Amos, like Jair Brown, is a Penn State University product, though. So Penn State puts out some good product. Maybe we'll be okay. Hey, fam, here's the news that I really love. Offensive lineman John Feliciano says he's ready to go. Yeah, here's the thing, though, fam. Spencer Burford, Aaron Banks, they're probably not going to be moved. Well, Burford's already out. Dominic Pone, he's not going to move out of the way for Feliciano. So he's going to be a backup guy. Here's the thing. If you've been thinking like me, you're wondering about Brindle, Jake Brindle, right? Here's a skinny on that. Coach Forster likes Jake Brindle. Yeah, he thinks he's doing a great job. I guess the debate's over. Okay, we're not going to get on Brindle because the fact of the matter is the offensive line, where they've been suspect most of the time, they're not terrible. We've seen some others around. The Dallas Cowboys, what's going on there? There's some other teams that you don't understand how come they're supposed to have this ballyhooed offensive line and the quarterback's getting, oh my God. Did I say Cowboys? Texas boy can't be in here, can he? 47, that's 2 years in a row where they got 40 burgers put on them. That's a third time within 2 years. Be a Cowboys fan. Whatever we're complaining about, we should just stop it. We should be grateful. You could be a Cowboys fan. How bad would that be? America's team. I thought Detroit, you know what they're going to have? They should have a battle over that. Who's going to be America's team? Put a 3 or 4 team round robin in it. A single elimination. I wonder the Cowboys would be standing after dust cleared. Surely I digress. Fam, just 8 months ago, we sat back and watched in horror as the Niners came up with the creative ways to lose Super Bowl 58 to the Chiefs for the second damn time. That's why I say this is just not another game. This is that game. And if we win it, the trolls from Kansas City, oh yeah, you guys got to celebrate that way like it's your Super Bowl. Well, you ain't going to get no Super Bowl because when it comes time to get the real deal done, you will fail. And we wouldn't have any argument to offer. Unlike Rudy, who can slap around all day long. If a Chiefs fan comes in our face, all we can do is sit there and listen. I'm not going to. I'm just saying, but realistically, he has the right to do that. A win on Sunday won't erase or fix anything you're feeling about that dark day in February anyway, but it could instill confidence that the Niners can overcome a team that has been in complete ownership of them for 10 years. You know what this reminds you of, though, this game? You got a food fetish of any kind? With me, cheesecake and every Thanksgiving, if the turkey's left in the refrigerator overnight, yeah, I'm usually like snacking from after dinner all the way through. Sometimes in the middle of the night, I get up and have a slice, and a tiny slice, and go back. It's something you should fight. You have no business putting in all those fat calories late night, especially while you're trying to sleep. It's not good for you. So there's the 49ers. They got to get back in there, not entertain any fears, and get this done. Nick Bosa last week said after the Hawks game, quote, obviously this was a big one to get, and now we have a little time to get some guys healthy, and then, we have a long road ahead, and it starts with the team that we haven't beat yet since I've been here. So definitely trying to get the monkey off our back with that one, unquote. Nick, they've been doing that long before you got here. Yeah, it's been rough, The Niners entered the Week 7 matchup sitting atop the NFC West standings with a really unimpressive 3-3 record. Fam, you know what? Here's the thing. And I just went back and reviewed it just because, you get over these things when they bother you a lot. We come in and we beat the hapless New York Mets. They're not ready to play yet. They look like crap. and we just beat the hell out of them, 32-19. It wasn't even a game. And then we go and lose to the Vikings, 23-17. Here come the Rams. We let them get by us. Only the third time in Kyle Shanahan's administration. They scored 27 points. Just awful. But you know what? This is a team I don't mind losing to for the fact is the Rams are not worth it. I mean, they're just not that. So you don't worry about losing to them. If you do lose to them, you know it was an accident. It was. We saw what happened. And then we jump up and get rough with the Patriots. Everybody beats the Patriots. Everybody. And then the Cardinals. They handed us our ass from coming from behind, 24-23. See? This is a very unimpressive 3-3. And then we get all mad, going to Seattle, put 36 points on them. You know, the stats show, though, there may be some kind of resurgence and recovery with that Hawks game. Look at the stats. The Hawks are not that bad, but we made them look that way. I'll hang my hat on that. Don't try to, I won't be told otherwise. Meanwhile, the Chiefs. The mighty Chiefs. One of just two undefeated teams remaining. And here they come to Levi's Stadium. Despite the different records, the Niners are favored by 1.5. Yeah, here's the thing now. Let me look a quick look, a review of the Chiefs. Okay. Ooh. See, the Chiefs haven't beat a lot of chumps. They start off with the Ravens, and the mark of a championship team is they beat the Ravens 27-20. Now, the Ravens weren't yet ready to play, and they made some mistakes. They didn't use Mark Henry like they should have. But then they go to the Bengals, but the Bengals are struggling too. By the way, both teams are struggling at the time. If the Chiefs played the Ravens right now, I think they'd get beat to death. I really do. Joe Burrow and company, they escaped the Bengals 26-25. I say that because the Bengals weren't ready for prime time yet either. Falcons, they escaped the Falcons. Yeah, the Falcons made a couple of mistakes just at barely at the end of the game. So they beat the Falcons 22-17. But again, the mark of a champion. When you're supposed to win, you do. And they got by the Chargers 17-10. And, well, you know, they came back to life against the Saints 26-13. Are you scared yet? I just don't. Oh, man, I wish we didn't have to play them until Chris McCaffrey got back. I'd feel so much better. But we're favored by that 1.5, maybe because it's at home at Levi. Niners have been favored in each game this season despite that 500 record. Still, the odds demonstrate the faith that oddsmakers continue to place in Kyle Shanahan and his talented merry men, though. So, maybe we'll get tired of this. They still don't have the services of Captain America, a.k.a. running back Christian McCaffrey. I need McCaffrey out there. I'll feel a lot more comfortable. But fam, Mrs. Purdy's baby boy, Brock has been handling things well in spite of some of the struggles surrounding him. And Rudy, I don't care what you say about Brock. You don't have anybody on your side of the state that's outplaying him. So shut the bleep up. Kind of bothering me on Twitch, man. B. Purdy has already thrown for 1,629 yards, putting him on pace to beat his single-season franchise record of last season of 4,280 yards. See, I'm telling you right now, people could get up off of Brock Purdy before it's over. Niners offense also features Deebo Samuel, who actually gotten off to a good start and having a good season so far. George Kittle is pumped, and he said so too. He's saying that these are the games you play for. This is why we played this game. Bring it on. GK, like everybody else, though, has hopes that BA, I know people have been getting on you about this, man. BA will look more like the player who racked up 147 receiving yards against the Cardinals, albeit in a losing effort, but still. Than that watered-down, tentative version that we saw show up in other games this season. Juwan Jennings. Man, Juwan, I'm still putting him as my wide receiver one. That boy, oh, my God. He leads the team in receiving yards this season. He's got 404 already in this week 6. Meanwhile, if Jordan Mason wouldn't have had that one fumble, we'd be glorifying him like crazy. But he is stepping in from McCaffrey. He's accumulated an impressive 609 yards in 6 weeks. Would have had God knows how many more had he not got hurt last week against the Hawks. Oh my! It's about the Niners' second-ranked offense against the Chiefs' fifth-ranked. Let me repeat that. The Niners' second-ranked offense. Yes, we've moved up. We've moved up. The Chiefs' fifth-ranked defense. While Casey's 21st ranked offense faces the Niners defense currently ranked 16th. Think about that for a moment. Bring your conclusions to the phone, will ya? All right? Fred Warner's talking to the guys on the Bay Area radio station KBR this morning. You check that? Saying, quote, I think it's an important game for us. One, because of where we're at in the season. We haven't had the start that we would have wanted. But we got that win on Thursday night and put ourselves in position to do everything we want to do going forward. And we've got to prove to ourselves that we can win against great football teams in this league. Amen to that, Fred. Amen to that. The Chiefs are undefeated this year and still at the top of their game. And they've still got 15. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes back there, and I have yet to beat them. I think they played against him. I think I played against them maybe 4 times now and have yet to beat them. So I think it's an important game for us to try to get over the hump and get this win. Unquote. Oh, God, yes, Fred, please. You guys have got to bear down. Reach down deep. Bring out the beast. Let the Kraken out. Get these guys. We're sick of this. Man, another question, too. Are those thoughts starting to creep into your mind? Because we have no reason to be feeling comfortable about this. I'm still a bit numb myself. I want to believe our guys are still hell-bent on breaking this curse. And we'll play inspired football. But I'll never say they're going to lose. Besides, Ricky Pearsall has got everybody in camp juiced up with his triumphant return. You caught Jacob Cowing, right? What did Jacob Cowing say about Mrs. Pearsall's baby boy regarding Ricky's swag? What is that record? The dude, this is kind of he took this quote, he remodeled it so it's a little more politically correct. But Jacob said, coldest white boy I've ever seen. Ricky. I can't wait till Ricky, get on that field, baby boy. We waiting for you. The Ricky Pearsall story is officially underway. Oh, man. What if he comes in just kicking butt? Bronco Niners don't matter, Ronbo. We getting cheated again this Sunday. Oh, please, Lord, let the refs stay the hell up out the way. That's all I ask. Just call the game fairly, refs. Mr. Block Eyes, just win. No time to lose in the nonsense. So true. God, yes. God, I'm getting fired up. It ain't even game time yet. Breathe, Ronbo.
Ronbo.
Oh, Matty, I had something beautiful been to Oregon. Woo.
Buddy.
Matty, this is that trauma time that we go through. And they keep on scheduling the Chiefs to play us. You notice that? We played them, did we play them last? It's not necessary to keep playing the Chiefs every other year. When did that start happening?
Usually they're coming off a bye week.
Yeah. I know. That's even worse. Well, at least you got a mini bye.
Failure. I'm kind of surprised they didn't put it on I'm surprised we're not Sunday Night Football or something.
I know. I'm surprised. I really am surprised about that.
Yeah.
Why not? Maybe try not to make it any bigger than it is because we're going to see them again. Maybe. So.
Maybe. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I think the Ravens will get them.
You know what? And this year, I don't think they escaped the Ravens. In fact, Manny, I don't really care to see Derrick Henry in any capacity at any time.
I was just going to say.
I'd rather play the Chiefs. Right now, I'd rather play the Chiefs than the Ravens. Ooh. But Manny, it's about the Niners' second ranked.
The team we had now.
With the team we have,
we get steamrolled by the Ravens as we went to the Super Bowl right now.
Oh my God, that would be ugly. I don't know if I could watch that whole game. I'd be laying on the floor and
No.
listening maybe, but I don't know if I
Yeah.
could watch that.
Tantrum.
Matty, address this now. It's about the Niners' second-ranked offense against the Chiefs' fifth-ranked defense. And you know how it's always been said, defenses win games. Casey's 21st-ranked offense faces a Niners defense currently ranked number 16th. You do the math there. I'm curious as to what you think about that, though.
I think we're just going to do so much better than. I think we're. I don't know, man. We're going to do so much better than I think everybody's anticipating. We just got to not do one of those, go ahead and lose the lead type of crap.
Which is becoming a big habit, isn't it? All of a sudden,
I could see going up big, but then I could see letting Mahomes squeak his little ass back in there.
And get some crazy play that makes no sense. And we're sitting there thinking, oh, did he catch that? His feet were out. Are they going to do a replay? Oh, here we go with the refs.
Not with the refs. Yep. Exactly what I was thinking, my friend. So that's really, obviously you got to beat the refs and the Chiefs. So, So I'm optimistic, though. I mean, if we can, I think we can go in there and we can play clean football, without a bunch of penalties. Yeah. I think we can do this.
We're at home, Eddie.
But we don't need to go in there and beat ourselves.
Yeah, because it's not that pumped-in artificial crowd noise in Arrowhead Stadium. It's Levi's Stadium. There's not going to be any noise when we're on offense. So, we have that advantage. Oh, man.
It's always a good thing, isn't it?
Ooh, yeah.
I think we're overstressing. I really do. I think we're.
I hope so.
I think this is just the moment we're designed for, man. And then next week we roll into the Cowboys. Or roll over them, I should say.
I think they're a house of fire now. I think their confidence is probably gone. CD doesn't believe in Dak. Dak doesn't appreciate CD's attitude. You figure
you're right.
D'Amico is probably it's. I mean, what's the guy who's out? They don't have him.
They're a mess over there.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting.
I'll be real with you, Ronbo. Like the Cowboys aren't going to do anything until Jerry Jones dies.
I've already said that, but I didn't say it out loud because he is holding that team back.
I'm not saying go die or anything. I'm just saying that's just the reality. I think.
Yeah, or hires a GM. And he had Jimmy Johnson should have never been fired. Jerry couldn't stand it. What an idiot!
Yeah, it just kills me. He had a good thing, and you just kind of blew it. So, I don't know. That's just on him, And then he wants to play overlord, which to a certain extent I understand. But at the same time, it's like you got to pay people to do high-level work for you. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'd rather just watch the football games and have a little say, but let everybody else run it for me.
Yeah. Because, Matty, number one, he did that for... It was all superficial. Jerry doesn't appreciate the fact that Jones, Andy, what's his coach's name? He couldn't appreciate the fact. No, the one he fired a long time ago, the good coach. Good coach. He couldn't appreciate Jimmy Johnson was getting all the love. It really bothered him. You and I, if we owned a team, I'd be giving Jimmy love. No.
Absolutely.
I'm in charge of this team here. Why aren't people paying attention to what I built that team, not Jimmy? Jerry, grow up.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, man, get a grip. You're winning. Come on, man. You have a culture there. You have he deserves it, man. If you're going to go ahead and poop in your pants like that, I guess you kind of deserve it, you know what I mean?
Well, man, I tell you, we got a rough schedule coming up, though. We're everything gets difficult. We've had the easy games of which we should have won. We should have been, at minimum, 5-1, but no, we made a mess of it, and so we're 3-3. Now the games that are coming down the road beyond the Cowboys
got the Seahawks out of the. I think we got Seahawks right out of the bye week, don't we, for Sunday Night Football?
Okay, so that's right. Yeah, and they got to come to our house this time. Well,
they do. So I think we can go on a 3 streak, man. Yeah,
now that you mention it, because the season never goes how predicted. We would have thought, seeing those games on the schedule earlier like we did, that it's going to be hell. It never is. And we're not playing up to expectations either. So you're right. We could go 3.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. We could. And then, but I'm worried about the Buccaneers, man.
Are you really?
We go there. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to give Baker Mayfield some respect, don't we?
That's the next team I'm worried about.
Yeah.
Beyond the Chiefs, obviously. So, anyways, that's my take on it. Obviously, you always have to worry about the Seahawks, even if you're home.
I know, because they're going to figure out some things.
Dumb stuff happens.
And Matty, they didn't do a lot of the defense that every league is doing against us. Right, everybody in the team is doing this right now, just flooding the middle of the field because they know the 49ers offense really is based upon the yak men we got, and they just took that away. So now we're getting guys that are going out there showing skills as wide receivers. This is why you see the emergence of Juwan Jennings so heavily, and George Kittle's getting out there making a lot of plays too. So we're
are we going to see Ricky this week?
No, he's not playing this week, most likely. I mean, he could, but he's probably not going to be activated.
It'd be nice for you to at least be activated and suit up just for an option in case we need him. But anyways, are you coming back Friday?
Yeah. Kyle could get tempted to put him in, but I don't think so. Maybe. They talk like that's not a chance.
We'll see.
All right, Matty. We see you Friday, man. Bring that score.
We'll let him come out. We'll let him come out and slaughter the Cowboys for us.
Good warm-up club for him.
Yeah, it is. I agree.
Woo!
All right,
Matty, I'll see you Friday. Thanks, fam.
All right, buddy. Night, buddy.
Night. It's so wonderful to take shots at the Cowboys. And, it's Aaron. Aaron, come on in.
What's up, Ronbo?
Worry, anxiety, semi-depression. It hasn't killed my appetite yet. I'm okay, though, on that. Everything else is really, I hate this. It kind of reminds me of when we used to play the Hawks every time we played them. I got so sick of them abusing us every week that I'd get physically ill, Man. But what are you thinking? Artistic Majesty, what are you talking about? Unless you catch the Negro or African League. Okay, I'll look into that. What? Anyway, go ahead, Aaron.
Yeah, I mean, of course, we're going against the Chiefs and, of course, the damn referees.
Yep, they always carry those in the back pocket.
I'm just hoping they let us play a fair game.
That's asking too much. Overruled. The officials allow that. Yeah.
But and I think in the Super Bowl last year, our offensive line was on the right side. The offensive line wasn't that good, but this time we got Dominic Pooney, which he's going against Chris Jones.
And he's looking forward to that, too. He's even said it. He's looking forward to it. Oh, I like this. Mrs. Pooney's baby boy is a beast. Okay, go ahead.
But if Pooney can control Chris Jones, I
hadn't thought about that. You're right.
Yeah.
Jones disrupts everything we try to do from first quarter to fourth. He'll switch. You know what? Where's he going to go? The edge? I'd rather have him on the edge in the middle. Triple A, you may have just hit upon something there. If you take the Chris Jones factor and water it down a bit, they're not so vicious.
Yeah.
If Pooney can make that happen.
Yeah, and I think the Chiefs offense ranks like
21st. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, fifth.
okay.
Fifth ranked defense. I'm sorry. Their offense is 21. Yeah, that's fifth
Yeah.
ranked defense. That means they are frigging good. Real good.
So that means we may have to run the ball because their secondary is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. That's why their overall rank is 5.
And you know what? Since I mean, I'm sure Jordan Mason will play this Sunday, but man, I want to see Isaac Guerrero more. I mean,
Yeah, because Jordan, he might be hurt. I mean, his shoulder could have healed up in a few
Yeah.
days. They say he's okay, though. It's not serious, but yeah, I don't know. He takes one hit, and it's probably back to the bench anyway.
but yeah, but man, if we win this game Sunday, Ronbo, I think our confidence gonna go up.
Yep, because you know he can do it.
'Cause,
Yep.
Yeah, because if we beat the Chiefs this week, then we play Dallas next week, then our bye. So
Oh, and we come off the bye week for the Hawks. That's right. That is 8. We're week 8, right? Yeah.
yeah, week 8 is our bye. Then after that we play
Come on,
Tampa.
7. Yeah. We're not famous for coming off the bye week kicking butt either. Hey, Matty, now I see your concerns. I don't know what it is with us in bye week. Yeah.
But yeah. So, and I think the good thing about it is we're playing at home, so it's not like we're not.
That's the
It's not
advantage.
like we're going. Yeah.
Yeah, no fake crowd noise coming out of Arrowhead Stadium, even when we're on when we're on off or defense or offense. God,
Yeah.
they've been fined for that too.
Rough.
They're still doing that.
But yeah. I mean, I watched that Detroit and the Dallas game, and I mean Detroit just beat the brakes off of Dallas. Like
Triple A, they
just
scared me.
went into
I'm watching that. They scared me. Oh Lord. Oh my God. We play them? We don't play. We play them this year.
yell.
Oh. I don't like messing around with Detroit. I told everybody 2 years ago, man, Detroit, man, I'm telling you guys, keep an eye on Detroit. I don't like fooling with them. You know what? That's fine. McCaffrey will be back. Our defense should be looking better. I keep praying about that. Okay, go ahead. We can stop the run a little bit better than we used to.
Yeah.
Whew, man.
But
Damn.
but I think one of the key factors in this game this week is Brock Purdy using his legs a little bit, because in the Super Bowl he used a little. I mean, he wasn't like running as much, but
He's escaping now.
I guess yeah.
Well,
So
we're gonna find out. He doesn't mind running either. Triple A, we gonna go. I'm gonna see you Friday. Bring your score and explain why you think we're gonna win. Because I know you're gonna say we're gonna win. I'm gonna say it too and lie my ass off. Hey,
I hope so.
I'll see you Friday, fam.
All right, Ronbo, have a good night.
You too. Like Triple A. And Brock Bernardo says Trey Lance. Brock, I'm not reading that. Scott, you always catch me. I gotta read you first. All right, Brock has left a message. That's all I'm gonna say. Nigel! thanks, Brock, for that
What's
contribution.
up,
though.
Rombo?
I'm telling you, man, concerns. I have concerns every week, but
Yeah.
this is the one, though, ain't it, Nigel? I mean, come on, man. 10 years and 2 Super Bowls later, whew, man, it's leaving scars and marks. I mean, whoa.
Yeah, I mean, Ronbo, we got beat twice by these guys in the Super Bowl, man. It's rough. Yeah, they're pretty much our boogeyman. I mean, that's just. I think there's everybody's boogeyman, but specifically for us, because
that's Lamar Jackson.
We lost in the Super Bowl twice. Yeah. So.
God.
But yeah, no, he's pretty much he is the boogeyman, and he's a real boogeyman too. Patrick Mahomes will take you out, man. I mean, if you give him an opportunity, more times than not, he's going to take that opportunity and he's going to beat you.
Except for Joe Burrows, Nigel. What's his secret? Joe Burrows has no fear. He'll go in there and beat the Chiefs in a heartbeat when his team is ready. They ain't ready right now, though.
Yeah.
But Joe beats him up
like
like
Brock can do it too. Brock can do it too. We were right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, God, that's what. Oh, it still pisses me off, man. We're right there in overtime. But anyway, you know what's crazy is, so my son, he plays flag football, and we're gonna play a championship game against a team called the Chiefs.
Oh,
so we've got them coming up. And we've got of course, the Niners are going to play them this weekend. So I'm like, dang, I'm trying to double down on W's against the Chiefs here in the next couple of weeks. And so, yeah, and we're 1-1 against them in our league. We skunked them the first time, 21-0. Now we lost in triple overtime to them by 2 points.
Triple overtime. That was a hard-fought battle.
Oh my God, my son had 4 touchdowns, running touchdowns that game. We just couldn't finish it out.
Damn.
But
sounds
anyway,
like a baller.
Yeah, it's been a fun season. My son, he's doing really good in football, so I'm super excited about that. He loves the 49ers too, so we're always watching them. But I'm like, I think Ronbo, I told you this last time, man. I think that if we can keep our head just keep floating, just keep our head above water, all we got to do is get to the playoffs. And I think that because of the experience of this team and how we started off right now, we can get hot at the right time.
And Cal, for some reason, if there's one thing he can do, he can prep them up for the playoff games. He just can't get them ready for the Super Bowl for reasons unknown. That 3 for 13 we went through in that Super Bowl game, 3 of 13 times for first down conversion. What? WTF? Really? 13 times we made 3. Wow. That's the game right there.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, I think they should just spam George. I think when you get to the end zone, the guy has incredible hands. He might have the best hands for a tight end in the league. I mean,
Kelce's
some of the
still
catches he's made this season.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Kelce is. He's great too. But I don't know. I don't know if I've seen Kelce catch a ball like
George does
against 3 dudes in the back end zone. Yeah, and tippy-toeing. I mean, I guess I just don't watch enough.
No. George is more athletic. He makes more spectacular catches than Kelce. But George is all-around better tight. I mean, he's just an all-around better tight end than Kelce. Kelce only catches the ball.
I think so. He doesn't have the
block
stats because he's not used that way.
Yeah.
Imagine if Kittle, Ronbo, played with Patrick Mahomes, what his stats would be like. My God.
God.
That would be giving the glove to Thanos right there, man.
I know, right? He wouldn't need that stone either. No, he's got George as the stone.
Yeah, he's a beast. But I think, Ronbo, I'm just like at this particular game. I don't want to get my hopes up, but I think we can beat them. I mean, we almost beat them before. Obviously, they've gotten the better of us, and
each time,
they pretty much owned us. But it is what it is. We're going to go in there, and I think I like Brock's. I like Brock the way he just kind of has that confidence about him. That's what always gives me some hope that this guy's not going to willingly just go in there and pee down his leg.
I know, right? He does he does exude that confidence. He does.
Yeah, he does. But we'll see what happens. I'm not going to say one way or another what I think will happen, but I'm always pulling for the Niners. I don't ever believe we're going to lose, but it is the Chiefs, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. And by the way, I understand they're banged up to some degree too. They've lost. They still got the receiver that the Buffalo Bills, for some reason, gave them the avenue to go get. So what is he? Oh, is that Worthy? A 5-3, a 4-3 burner. Buffalo, the Chiefs are in your conference. Why are you helping them? I mean, it made no sense. And now Buffalo is they're getting
Because
by.
they have Amari Cooper.
But they don't. What?
Yeah.
Did Buffalo pick up Amari Cooper? I heard about
Buffalo's got Amari Cooper.
Oh.
Oh, I heard him. I was glancing through the dailies. I saw Amari Cooper. It just said Amari Cooper being dealt, and I kept going. I figured it had something to do with the Jets or something, right? But it wasn't.
Devontae Adams with the Jets.
I know about Devontae.
I saw that
biggest,
one. Yeah.
That's the biggest bromance on the planet right now. Look at that picture of them standing there. Oh, give me a break. I am pulling so hard for you guys to get your ass handed to you on a weekly basis. Damn it. I knew he finally cried.
You should have seen them
whined.
together on Pat McAfee's show, man. They were, even Devontae was standing behind Aaron Rodgers when they were talking to Pat McAfee, and they were like with this big smile and cheesing and his.
Isn't that awful?
Really, guys? Whatever. That's annoying. But, I mean, it is what it is.
Beat their. Oh, and then he's got Garrettson. Was it Garrettson? That is one of the best 1-2 wide receiver combinations possibly of all time. So if Aaron screws this up, I really. Yeah. And then they got Breece Hall to run the ball.
Yeah, they're a pretty solid team.
We're still working on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, well, it's you know what, Nigel? It's not going to matter. Well, if we get there, we're taking them down, and they're not going to get past Mahomes anyway.
God, no! Oh God, no!
That's we got to go. I know you're not going to bring your score, but come back in Friday and let's talk about why we're going to win. Like you and me both. I may not leave a score either. I'll see you Friday, okay?
Yeah. I'll try. I might muster up a score, but anyway, thanks for taking my call, man. I appreciate it. Well, it's always good to talk to you all. Have a good rest of your night.
Thanks, fam. Good luck to you and your son with that football too. All right.
Oh yeah, I'll keep you all updated. I'll be calling in. But
all right.
Y'all have a good rest of your week. Talk to you later.
You too. Night, fam. Tony back in here after having some problems with the phone number last week. Yeah, Tony.
Ronbo.
Tony, it's time for us to meet our master again. And you know what? I'm sick and tired of meeting master. I tell you that right now. But
easy way to compare it, Ronbo. You've got Spagnola and what's his name?
That's a good. What's his name? That's a good way to put it too. Nick.
Right.
God.
No, the coach.
Yeah, no, Nick. What's Nick's last name?
You've got Andy Reid and Spagnola with Patrick Mahomes versus Chokerhan and a rookie defensive coordinator.
I know. You had to put that comparison up there, so it just looks just totally impossible.
Well, mate, then you've got that linebacker. What's his name? Devontae Adams. Well, no, what's his name?
You talking about for them?
No, for us.
Linebacker. Oh, for us, Fred Warner.
No. The other dude that's hopeless.
Devondre Campbell.
Devontae Campbell, they're going to target him all game. You can rest assured for that.
And they should, too.
And
Sorensen. I couldn't think of his name. Nick Sorensen, right? That's our defensive coordinator. And, I'm trying to stay out on that a few weeks, but it's already week 6, and we're still doing boneheaded things. At least did we get beat deep? Yeah, we did get beat deep. They called it back because of a penalty. We've gotten beat deep once a game every week.
And then the other comparison I'd like you to think about, Ronbo, is if the Chiefs played the Rams, what would the score be?
Oh man, they would. We should have beat the Rams. I don't know what we were doing. I'd give it at
can't
least
beat the
20,
Rams.
20, 27. The Rams might score 7 to 10 points. The Rams are not good. Ronnie Bell, thanks to you. That was a stupid
my
loss.
point. They're not good.
Oh.
So if you can't, they're a shitty team, and if we can't even beat a shitty team, how are you going to beat the Chiefs, Ronbo?
Well, I don't know. I think the 49ers went in with the wrong mindset of playing the Rams. I don't know what they were thinking. I think they thought it was just going to be a routine Rams game. But what ended up happening is what happened. And, you've got to think a different way. You can't think like they were thinking. I don't know what the hell they were doing. Yeah.
You said Feliciano's ready to go.
Yeah.
All right. Obviously, Chokerhand's not going to do it, but I would put Feliciano where Pooney is, and I'd move Pooney one spot over and piss that other shitbox off.
For some reason, they're hesitant to do that. I don't know why. Because you could put Feliciano on guard and put Pooney, as you mentioned, at offensive tackle.
Yeah. There you go. Problem solved. But no, they won't do it. So look for Chris, whatever his name is, on the Chiefs.
Chris
Jones.
Chris Jones.
Look for him to come flying past McKivitz, mate.
Yeah, because he's not going to want to deal with Pooney probably after he tests him out. He's going to test him out early on, and if Pooney looks like he can't handle it, he'll stay at that spot. The closer he is toward the middle, the more effective he is. He's not that kind of fast. If he comes off the edge, even McKivitz might be able to delay him just enough.
Which means Brock Purdy be running for his life again.
No. I mean, just enough means, he'll because he's not that fast. He's just quick.
Yeah. So who we got?
Be honest, Ronbo. McKivitz is going to be the next Ronnie Bell. Be honest, Ronbo.
There you go.
Ronnie Bell's in a category by himself. He made that drop against the wrong damn team. I'll hate him forever for that. God, that made me mad. Catch the ball, Ron. Okay, I don't want to relive that moment. Go ahead, Tony. God. Oh.
Is there anybody injured in the secondary? Is Ward playing?
I know nobody said anything about Tavares, but he took last week off, so he should be fine now. I don't know what degree his knee was hurt, but he should be back.
What about Mustafa?
Mustafa now. Nobody's saying about anything about him either. He's got an ankle injury. It's a low ankle injury, so he won't be out for a long period of time. Who knows? He may even come back this weekend. You've sprained your ankle before. If it's a low ankle sprain, I've never had a high ankle sprain, so I don't know how bad that could be. But I've had several low ankle sprains. And usually after about 3 or 4 days, the swelling starts to subside. It's a little sore, but you can wrap it and you can keep functioning. So we'll see.
And then you've got another thing to look forward to, Ronbo, our beloved special teams.
Oh, don't get me started. I'll just listen. Tony, why don't they let Mitch do that? Instead, Mitch can tackle.
Because they're idiots.
He can tackle better than anybody on the team, probably. Let Mitch do the kick.
He's proven it on the field. They just stopped him from doing it. Right? I don't know why, because it's not going to hurt him.
No. In fact, it helps the secondary. I mean, it helps special teams, if anything.
You put a set of pads on a dude that never wore pads in his life and has been playing a game like that for his whole life, he turns into Superman.
Right? I mean, our kickers have one job. The field goal kickers, they have one job. That's what they signed up for. They didn't sign up for what he got for the last 2 guys who've gotten wiped out doing. This is the last line of defense, but that's not supposed to happen.
And this attitude, like that you said, look, they're too scared to go up to the Yorks and say, look, we paid the Adams or whatever his name is, the linebacker.
Devontae
Campbell. Devontae Campbell. So what? It takes balls to admit that you're wrong, all right? Yeah. And it takes a good coach to say, listen, we effed up. We've got dudes here that can play better than him, all right? The name of the game is to win the Super Bowl. It's not to appease the you know,
You guys,
if you win the Super Bowl, all mistakes are forgiven, Ronbo.
I know.
They're all forgiven.
You know
Right?
what?
That's got to be your goal moving forward.
You would think. And Devontae's already, they're platooning him now. So he's gradually going to get segued off the field. And when Drake comes back, he might as well go on home and stay because we're not putting him in second string. Tony, we having way too much time. We ran out of time. All right. Let me see you Friday. and bring your score because I know Papa Dragon's going to bring his score and it's not winning. And he'll explain, I mean, carefully, Pop will explain why we're going to lose that game. And we've got to be ready for him. Pop, I know you watch.
We've got problems all over the park. Management, coaching, staff, this, that, attitudes, you name it. Except for the players. I'm not blaming the players. The players are the ones that are keeping Kyle Shanahan relevant.
Yeah.
He's the one that's losing the games for him, not the players.
Okay. No matter what, they all got to come together. Tony, I'll see you Friday, fam. All right.
All right, brother. Shout out to Evan Ellis, Big Show, Papa Dragon,
Yeah.
and that lovely bastard.
Good night, Tony. Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Oh, God. All right, Michael.
Hey, Ronbo, how's night going? You ready? Big test coming up.
Michael, you got some stitches,
Like an
didn't you?
exam.
I can tell, Mike. Your voice, you sound a little bottled up there. How you feeling?
Doing all right. The stitches came out. Just now I'm on Friday to see if it, healed up the right way,
Oh,
I just
God.
came back from a funeral yesterday.
Oh, dang, Mike.
Yes,
life-
my
You need some good
my
things happening.
dad's cousin.
Oh,
My dad's cousin, who's a big Bears fan, was cremated, so he was buried yesterday.
oh.
It's funny that I was wearing my 49ers jacket. My other uncle was wearing a Jets, and then the other one was wearing a Bengals.
Oh, you
And I
scared me.
found out the one that died, his wife is an Eagles fan. She's from Pennsylvania. She's a big Eagles fan.
Oh, she's
she
from
hates
Pennsylvania.
Dallas.
That's okay. Yeah, she should be.
And, she's from Pennsylvania, and she moved to Ohio.
She's not gonna be a Bengals fan. You can't just move to city to city or state to state and change your allegiances.
I'm a 49ers fan. I'm in Connecticut. I'm a 49ers fan.
Well, that's
And
because you have a
at the
connection
funeral
with Steve
yesterday.
Young.
He was there yesterday.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you why he was there yesterday. My dad's cousin in high school, before Steve Young got there, broke the high school quarterback record for somebody else. And then after when Steve Young came in, Steve Young broke that record, broke my dad's cousin's record.
Wow.
If you look up Steve Young's life, so Steve Young, me and Steve were talking. He told my Niners. Everybody said, "Oh, we got a Niner in the house."
That's so cool.
I said, "Steve, it's me." Yeah. Steve Young, yep.
God.
I'm going to tell him I'm going to be on Ronbo Sports this week. He said, "All right, nice, good guy."
Yeah. Well, shout out to
One guy
him.
that Steve Young does not like. Steve Young does not like Grant Cohn.
No, you know what I think, Michael? I think Grant Cohn likes he actually cultivates that. I think he likes players not liking him and saying bad things about it. It keeps him in the news all the time. Everybody's talking about Grant Cohn.
Keeps him relevant, Ronbo.
Yeah.
Keeps him relevant.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Extremely.
He gets him turned on. I guess his wife don't turn him on that much. So that's
I don't know about that, but I do know Grant. Everybody's talking about him all the time. Grant will say the most outrageous things about players, and he knows the effect it's going to have. It's a desired effect too.
I know my friend's happy. My cousin also was happy about Devontae Adams going to the Jets. But I said, yeah, he goes to the Jets. You don't know how he's going to look. It's a big city. You go to a bigger city. It doesn't matter. If you go to a team like New York or L.A., it's a big city. You got to think of that.
We knew Devontae was going to end up there at some point. I knew it because they're grasping.
I knew.
They're desperate.
Rodgers was saying something at the golf tournament. Rodgers was saying something at the golf tournament during the summer. He said something that he wants, Devontae to play with him. And he got his words. That means Rodgers is the control of the Jets. It
Right.
looks like Rodgers controlling the Jets. He looks like Rodgers the chief of New York, the boss.
Hey,
That's what he wants.
who do they play this week?
Mm-hmm.
The Jets.
They play. That's the question. Do they play with? That's a good question. Who do the Jets play this week? That's what I want to know. If anybody knows, I know the Rams play the Raiders. I hope
Hey,
the
you know
Raiders
what?
somehow pull it upset.
Yeah, that's fine. The Jets, man, I hope they have a little problem with chemistry for at least 3 or 4 weeks. That'll be too late to go to the playoffs.
We don't have to play the Jets. Now we got them out of the way.
Yeah.
The Rams still got to play the Jets.
and the Steelers.
Oh, they play the Steelers. That's right. They got to play the Steelers. The Steelers got to be huffing and puffing about that last week loss. Steelers got a great defense. They don't let you score a lot of points. You have to play Steeler football when you play them.
Max Crosby might go to Detroit, by the way.
All right. Steven, hold on.
That's all right, Steven. That's cool. No, but I also looked at the Cowboys' remaining schedule, and I predict 2 more wins, and that's it. Everything else is a loss for the Cowboys. They're done. 2 wins, that's it. You'll get 2 more wins, that's it.
Hey, what 2 games are you talking about?
Probably be Carolina.
Oh, yeah, that's one for sure.
And there was some other scrubby team. I don't know, somebody else that's scrubby.
Well, if they play the team over in Florida,
I think
let's see.
It doesn't matter. Texas boy will be sitting there, not in the playoffs, just joining Rudy and the Rams. That's right. All the Rams fans are in one house crying because they know that they,
Oh yeah. If they could play Jacksonville and Carolina, that's 2 wins. Yeah, that would work.
That's it. But you never know. You don't take those teams easy.
Yeah, but they were having their issues. Maybe they'll straighten out in a couple of weeks because a lot of teams get better when they start off slow. But they start off way too slow. The Panthers don't have the personnel. They're still putting that team together, and they're going to be putting that team together for another couple of seasons. But Jacksonville, I don't know what's going on with that. That's strange.
The Atlanta Falcons are playing the Seahawks this weekend, so we got to pray for Tony to beat them.
No, they can't stop Tony's team. The Hawks can't stop the Falcons. You know what? People are going to be serious.
No, the Falcons going to beat Seattle. No, I think the Falcons could beat Seattle.
Yeah, that's not going to be a problem. In fact, I look for him to handle them a little easier than we did.
Another 500 yards. He did another 500 yards last week. Maybe I'll do another. And also, I like to do a trivia question. When was the last time the 49ers had to pick up a third kicker? Imagine. When was the last time that happened?
It's never happened. And nobody's saying anything, but that would put the spotlight on this administration because 2 kickers back-to-back weeks, Michael. Damn it!
That means the special team coaches in thin water. Get rid of him. He's going to be pulling this off. But I like to put the punter in. The guy from Australia.
We all do.
Go in there.
Why do we know that?
He'd be a bull.
Mitch can teach the rest of those guys how to tackle. God, he has the best technique on the field.
He'll think about so bad they'll be on the IR. He hits hard. This guy hits hard. I've seen him hit. This guy's like a bull.
We all have.
Knock the Rams out of the city. He should be it.
Well, eventually Kyle's going to realize, you know what? Let's stop putting our kickers at risk. Let's let Mitch handle that, and he can handle the tackle as well. Ooh.
If you say, Kyle, once you kick the ball, you get hit. You block, Kyle. Let me see you be the big boy. You block. You get hurt, too.
Michael.
That's what you do. Throw Kyle off. Yep.
Think about this. Think about what's going to happen this weekend. I'm going to come back Friday looking for you. Give us your score and why we're going to win.
I'll be taking my friends. Go to church. Oh, take your friends. Go to church. Bless your 49er helmets and jerseys, everybody. Bless it.
Yes. All right, Michael. Have a good. Glad to hear you're feeling better. I'll see you Friday.
My daughter's, she's happy. She can't wait. She's going to watch the game with me on Sunday.
All right. All right, Michael. Have a great night. Bye, Nikita.
Good night, 49 Empire. Good night. You too.
Oh, Justin. Just in. I haven't done that in a long time.
It's been a while. My
it really has, Justin. How you doing? You're a hard-working man.
Doing good, man. College, work, life.
Oh, hey, are you going to class too? Working and oh my God.
Yeah.
I hated those days. You always feel sleepy. No matter how long you do, if you take one rest, it can be 10, 12 hours. You get up, you still feel worn out.
Well, even more painful is having to wake up at 10 a.m. games for those 10 a.m. games. The Vikings game that we had at 10 a.m.
Hang in there, man. You got to see this one, though, this weekend. This is going to be serious.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing that everybody's not talking is the biggest thing is that we beat ourselves in these games.
We're famous for that.
We don't turn the ball over, we should be fine.
Yeah.
If we don't turn the ball over, we should be fine.
Well, see, your key word here is if we don't. Yeah. Because we have a penchant for that. Flag on number 71. It was Trent. I love you, man, but it was that was a touchdown. Oh my God, what did you do? This is gonna. I know I'm gonna lose my mind.
As long as we don't have the officiating crew from Monday night, we should be fine. Because there was flags on every single play on Monday. They were throwing flags on unnecessary roughness, holding, offside. It's like, God damn, man. Like, we talk about how bad officiating it is. It's been really bad this year.
Justin, you know how many yards that Jordan Mason would have if not for the flags? And add him another touchdown, too. Jordan Mason is getting just tore apart by those flags. Every time he breaks a move, and then you get another, well, that's how come he got the touchdown, because it was a foul. Hey, man, you know what? And then I usually get into it. I'm not going to say what I say, but you know what?
I wanted to ask.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right, that one on George Kittle, that one they said he was holding. Yeah. Oh, ref.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead.
I wanted to ask you, I'm like, have you ever seen how like a special teams be this bad for 49ers team ever?
No.
Because like I've never seen a special teams be worse.
Not like
worse
this.
And worse each year.
You're right.
Sometimes we get better and better, but it seems like a special teams gets worse and worse each year.
Hey, Justin, you got 2 kickers taken out already. 2. Now, what does that mean? They're behind those guys in front of them. They're the last line of defense. If nothing else, they make the play. No, they're out there making plays constantly. Now they're sitting hurt.
Yeah. So what do you think that like that's something that's on Shanahan for not making like, hey, maybe we need another coach in here, or is it just the special teams coach that's not putting the players in position be successful?
Here's the problem, Justin. You're going to get a special teams coach to switch up everything they do. The problem is it's week 6. We're going to week 6. You go out there and start making adjustments and things like that. Well, it's going to make it worse. So yeah, if I'm saying, I said, listen, I'm telling you, special teams coach. Oh, listen, we need to have a talk after word. Okay. And when he comes in, I close the door because you know what? Oh my God. Especially if you see fundamental things that he's not addressing. Good Lord, that's strange.
You know who missed that tackle, right? It was Jalen Graham, the one we just re-signed, like recently.
We don't have a.
Instead of wrapping him, he shoulder tackles him for some reason. I don't.
We need a gunner, a real gunner. When we had Raheem Mostert, they weren't bad. They weren't fabulous, but they weren't bad. Most would be down the field with the ball.
Do you know how long it's been since we had a kickoff return for a touchdown?
Before this year?
It's been since Richie James was our last kickoff.
Oh, you mean our guys? Yeah. Yeah, I know, Richie James.
Yeah, that's our last.
I know.
It's ridiculous. I don't.
DJ Reed almost. Remember that year? Almost. I forgot what happened.
Almost.
But yeah.
But I don't know. I like this. The special teams just seems to be the weakness again this year, and it's an issue every single year, and I don't know.
Oh, hey.
Like if that's something that Kyle just refuses to address, or is it just like it is what it is?
Yeah. Well, hey, Ted Ginn. I forgot about Ted. But Ted Ginn was
that was 2012.
Yeah, that was way, way, way back.
Yeah. But I just, I don't know. I do agree with a couple of the callers saying that Campbell should be replaced by Winters. I think, that when Lockett burned him, whatever reason on that, when you could tell that Lockett was in motion, I'm like, oh, they're targeting Campbell.
I know. He's not used to that.
Ball, they went to Campbell.
He's got the athleticism.
So, I don't know what sorts is seen in Campbell, but it's just not it. And the same thing with Isaac Yiadom. I think that Ronaldo Green should be starting over Yiadom.
I know, right? That's coming up.
Yeah, so.
Also, as David Hodgeboy said, Odom is starting on defense. That kind of hurts us too. That's a good point, David, because Mustafa. Did you notice when Odom came in the game how things started? They started picking up momentum. I didn't realize Mustafa was doing that good of a job because I'm not watching the whole field at the same time like everybody else, right? And then when he leaves, now you notice he's missing.
I don't even think that they're going to start Odom, to be honest with you. I think they're going to start that other. If Mustafa can't go, I think they're going to start that new free safety we just signed today. Forgot his name already. What the hell is his name?
The new guy. Yeah. Hey. Maybe that's why they brought
Because
him in. I was trying to figure out why.
Odom is more of a special teamer.
Yeah, they signed him to the special
Odom's more of a
teams.
special teamer. Because Odom is more of a special teamer, not a starter.
Yeah, he's just real athletic, and he's needed on special teams too.
Oh yeah, after what happened last week, yeah, of course he's needed badly. Because it's like the curse of special teams. Like we give him praise for getting that fumble, like the previous drive, and then the next drive they allow kickoff return for a touchdown. I'm like, you can't praise them too early because they'll know when to disappoint you. It's kind of the theme of the special teams.
Well,
Moody hurt. You got hurt.
We're gonna find out this weekend. Justin, good to hear from you. Go get some rest.
Yeah.
That's it. From now on, I want to see you.
I'm gonna go sleep.
Justin, go get some rest, man. Good.
Yeah.
All right. If you get a chance, so get it on Friday. All right.
Go Niners.
You too. Have a great night, fam. KC. Well, Rams fans talking trash.
Ronbo, we're shaking.
70 years ago, can you remember what was taking place then? You got 2 trophies in 70 years. Shut up, loser. Hey, Casey, get on in here, man.
Ronbo, my man. What are we in for tonight?
Well, we're looking at this Sunday, and
Fear and Loathing in Santa Clara.
yeah, everybody's
Murder,
entertaining fears.
She wrote.
You know, Murder. They can do an episode of Murder, She Wrote right there in Levi Stadium. We're not going to get blown out. Hey, you know what? We never get blown out by that team. Just beat.
What if the NFL just wants to lay it on us, Ronbo, and it's 17-0, Zebras at the half?
Nothing can save them then. Yeah.
Ronbo, I'm over trying to beat the Zebras. I don't even care about this game, Ronbo. It's a meaningless game, Ronbo.
That's the way to look at it, too. It's healthy to look at it that way, actually. Yeah.
I mean, Ronbo, the 49ers are already 3-4 in my mind. You know, like... No, Ronbo,
Casey,
I mean,
no! Not
really,
wait,
Ronbo.
let's play the game first.
If we lose to these fuckers again, Ronbo, you know, it's gonna take 5 non-holding calls on Bosa. You know, like these guys are. Every time I look at this game on paper, the Niners have the better team. But for whatever
They did
reason,
both times.
you know,
Maybe not Super Bowl I, but you know,
I think they had a better team. They were the best team all year that year.
in
Damn it,
2019.
Ronbo.
No, I'm looking at 2019.
My father, man. I got
You're
to watch
right.
the 49ers be the best team all year until those final 10 minutes of the damn fourth quarter. They were the best team all year. I don't care what anybody says.
I agree.
You know, that was the last game I watched with my father, Ronbo. Yeah, man.
I mean, you know, it's and the 49ers. I think I'm worried they have it in their head, Casey. You know how you get something that just becomes a thing where you just know you can't. You know, the Rams just recently beat us a couple of times, right?
Yes, Ronbo, I do know that. You know, some teams just happen to have your number, and you know, it could just be Andy Reid just has Kyle Shanahan's number. You know,
Yeah. Could
I like to think that Tony from Australia really knows what he's talking about. And, you know, he has a real disdain for Kyle Shanahan. And,
he really does.
I mean, he hates the guy, Ronbo.
Him and
You know,
Jalen.
he loves the 49ers, but I mean, Jesus, Ronbo, this guy calls in from Australia. I mean, you know, it's just so consistent. He's
And Tony always comes with good stuff too. He's got it all. His case all lined up.
Shame on you. Fool me twice. You know, you can't be fooled twice. So,
God.
I don't know, man. Maybe he's right. Maybe Andy Reid just has Kyle's number, and I don't know. I'll tell you this: I won't be surprised if Brock Purdy puts up 28 and it's 28-23. That's what I'm betting. I want the Niners to cover 4.5.
They've not scored 30 points. You know what? If you get 30, you win. The Chiefs haven't been scoring 30 points. I went over the score a little while ago. The Chiefs have been sliding by. They scored 25, 26. I think their highest score is 27. They're not scoring a lot of points. Mahomes is not looking like Patrick Mahomes. Kelce just recently got back on track. I think did he score 36?
But you know,
points?
I say this every time they play the Chiefs. The Niners have the better roster. from top to bottom. That thing that Tony from Australia said about Colton McKivitz is funny, but it's most likely going to happen.
Colton McKivitz?
Yeah, Chris Jones is just going to be running past him
and waving at him. Stay out my way, boy, and go get the quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, Robert, here's the thing, man. I know what the NFL has become. There's going to be these crazy fourth down calls. There's just, Mahomes just gets his first down. We're just going to be, what the hell is going on, Ronbo?
We do it every time we play the Chiefs. There's always at least 3 controversial calls. At least, minimum 3. It won't stop. It won't stop. He'll walk out in the middle of the field. That's an illegal shove in the back. Number blah, blah. Ref, look at the replay. He's coming. He got tripped by a hawk. He falls into the Chief in front of him, and you say that's an illegal. How's that illegal? Oh my God! What is somebody? Oh, New York, call the man and tell him. You're sitting there. We're just praying. It doesn't help. They keep right on going. We got that break this last weekend. Did you see that?
Things go better than we imagined. Maybe it's a shutout. Who knows, Ronbo? Brock Purdy is, as far as I know, the best quarterback in the NFL right now. And, they have a great running game. Who knows, Ronbo? Maybe Juwan Jennings has 2 touchdowns.
Oh, hey, I look for him to be a factor in this game, though. You're right. Watch Juwan Jennings go off this week.
With George Kittle, Juwan and George.
Debo's looking good. No matter what Steven says, Debo Samuel's playing well this year. Steven has a thing about Debo. But he is looking good.
Doesn't matter if Steven has a thing about Debo, Ronbo.
You don't, and I don't.
What matters is the 49ers just go forward. They just have such a great thing with Purdy. Purdy just knows how to go forward in all their drives. He just goes downfield. He can only go downfield. It's a great thing about football.
Yeah, but our best football is played when we can play the whole field. And teams have learned that, and they're doing all they can with these bizarre defenses to keep the 49ers the hell up out of the middle of the field. I say, you know what? That's Kyle. You're the genius about here.
I see Purdy playing at a different speed this year. I see him playing like Steph Curry, and I see him playing like the Super Bowl MVP every week.
I don't want him running out of the pocket all day like that. That's the only thing that bothers me. I want him.
But when he is on the move, Ronbo, he's phenomenal. His stats on the run are phenomenal.
No, yeah, I do, but I don't want him getting hurt. You keep doing that ankle, hamstring. You get hit.
Here's my 3-teamer. Here's my 3-teamer for the week, Ronbo. I think you take the Niners, the over, and Brock Purdy's rushing over on a 3-teamer.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know you're going to win that because that's what you do. We're going to see you Friday, okay? I always love it to get in there. And you know, we're not making you wait for 40 minutes anymore. Production thinks that's poor.
I appreciate it, Ronbo. Just for the record, I am over trying to beat the Zebras, Ronbo. So if they're 3-4, it's whatever to me. It's a long season.
I know it's us against the Zebras and the team. I don't care what anybody says about us. We don't whine. We're telling facts. We have film to back it up. Yeah. All right.
It's not just the 49ers. It happens to every team the Chiefs play.
Yeah, I noticed that. That's why last year, when remember they had to actually restrain Patrick. Remember that he was yelling back at the official? I guess whoever's in charge of the league, in charge of the officials, they probably called in that same official. This is blah, blah, blah. Yeah, NFL Central. Listen. You want to continue to work in this league. I don't want to see Patrick Mahomes that upset again during the course of a game. You make the calls that are going to benefit the Chiefs, not piss Patrick off. I'm exaggerating. I'm joking, but only to a degree. I think there's an understanding that Patrick Mahomes is still the face of the NFL, and we got to do things that are going to accelerate that. So if other teams get beat, too bad.
I'm just looking forward to taking it to Dallas and going on the bye week. It sounds like a good plan to me.
Yeah, we got to worry about this. Don't go fooling around and lose to Dallas because
pretty much
you lost to the Rams
going into the bye week, right?
God, that would be so.
Yeah.
Anyway, in case
hopefully they make it out healthy in this game, and then
God.
Whatever happens, they just go into the bye week. But it's a better time bye week than that week 5 bye week or something. So.
Yeah, no, later it is better. That's 8's good, right in the middle of the season. Case, I'll see you Friday, and you come on and give me one of them wild scores. I love it. You do
I'm
that.
just going with 28-23, Ronbo.
Already?
That's my score.
All right. Casey's going 28-23, normal.
Appreciate
All
you,
right.
Ronbo. Have a blessed night, man.
Appreciate you, Case. Night, fam. All right, Steven, the Debo. Steven's going to have a T-shirt he's going to start selling online. Debo needs to go. Steven, get in here.
You got to go, Ronbo. You got to go. He's injury prone. I guarantee you we're going to play Kansas City. He's going to be out with a calf. He's always out with a goddamn calf injury. My calf.
At least it has hamstring for a change.
What was it? Okay, so Devontae Adams to the Jets, Amari Cooper to the Bills, and then we have a possible trade from Detroit that would probably break the entire NFC, and that would be Max Crosby to replace Aiden Hutchinson.
You mean the Raiders, don't you? Oh, I see. No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking Max Crosby to the 49ers. No, Max doesn't want to get traded, and he's made that clear. They can't.
He wants out of Vegas.
No, Detroit cannot pick up Max Crosby. They've already got an all-world edge rusher. What are they? No.
Replace Aiden Hutchinson?
Listen,
they might just do it.
Okay, you know what? Then we got to go back and get what's his name over from the. I understand they're getting ready to trade Mr. Disgruntled and complaining over with the Eagles. Can you imagine? Hassan Reddick comes to San Francisco. Hassan Reddick comes to San Francisco. The first thing he does, and who picks him up at the airport? Brock Purdy. Hey, Brock, come here, man. Let me tell you something. Get in here. All right, listen. Right now, I want you to know, if you got any reservations about coming here, I'm cool, man. Don't worry about me. I'm glad you're joining the team. Let's go. Get in the car. I got some stuff in there for you. I got a bottle there if you want to take a sip. Hassan Reddick with the 49ers and Nick Bosa, because I'm not feeling Leonard so far. He's done a little bit, but not enough. So
Yeah. Leonard Floyd. Well, here's the thing. He's doing a better job than Devontae Campbell. That's for damn sure. But we're playing Devontae Campbell in many different ways. We're playing him at linebacker. We're playing him at edge rush. It's weird. Devontae Campbell, I don't know what role they want him to play, but both roles, he is mediocre at both. So I don't know what role he's supposed to be, but he's mediocre at both. So
yeah, I'm sorry. I said
give me Zadarius Smith or Jadeveon Clowney.
Oh, is Jadeveon still looking for a job? Every year Jadeveon's looking for a job. It didn't work this year.
Yeah, I like Clowney.
Big Show, thanks. I'm talking Hassan from the Jets.
Zadarius Smith too.
Oh, see, there's people out there that you could get for cheap now, though, Stephen, because the season's already started. And they full well know that they better come in here and take that $1 million and see if you can work for a contract. Because if another 2 weeks goes by, you may not get jack.
And here's the thing, too, Ronbo. Niners have a pretty solid front four. They have a decent enough scheme. So if you're a veteran, no matter how old you are, you can come in. And as long as you're
fit right in.
plug-and-play kind of player, you'll sit perfect. Especially because you have Nick Bosa on the left. Oh, hey.
And Nick's playing out of his mind all of a sudden.
Speaking of, what was it? Veteran. Where is Drake Jackson?
Who?
Drake, exactly. Drake Jackson. Where the hell is he at?
Oh, that's that kid we drafted a couple of years back. Drake Jackson's on the IR. He got hurt getting out of his car on day one. How far did that injury go back? OTAs. Yeah.
Stop playing.
Pulled in and somebody put a banana peel right next to his car and he slipped on it. Damn.
Man.
He's done.
If he doesn't, and you know what the worst part is? He played really good in his, third preseason game before the season started. I think he got like 3 sacks, and I was like, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we need. And then I remember him saying he got injured, but I remember him going on the IR. I just forgot he existed. So I'm like, damn.
You know, the 49ers be putting people on IR. I sometimes think they put them on a shelf to see if they can get something out of them next season, because I don't believe that they put Elijah Mitchell on the IR immediately because they knew they had something in Jordan Mason. We already got all-world Christian McCaffrey. So, listen, we're going to give you another shot next year, all right? Heal up, and let's see what happens. So they don't have to lay him off.
Well, that, and then we also have Isaac Guerrero, who we have a lot of promises. We got the promise that run.
If he run that stretch, he can get out there on that. If he gets outside of the defense, he's gone. So,
and then on top of that, too, BA's finally warming up. We got George Kittle finally playing like George Kittle. We got Juice being Juice like he's always is. We have Debo running slants, but into, at yards per carry. We have Juwan Jennings, who we can trust no matter what. Hey, hold on. We got to give some love to that tight end we drafted. The one that we drafted this year. What's his name? Siebert? He's not.
Did we draft Siebert? I thought we did draft him. I thought we picked him up in free agency. We did draft him.
He can block.
I never watched the last few days of the draft, or last day of the draft. Yeah, that's why they got him. I read that on him. He can block.
It's not. He's not bad. I mean, he's got maybe 2 touches on the ball, and
supposedly he can catch too.
Terrible. That's the crazy part. I was watching. I was like, "Hey, man, Sauber can actually block. Like he's a pretty damn good replacement for Dwelly because
he likes George.
I missed Ross.
Yeah, he's.
I missed Dwelly. I missed Dwelly a lot, but I mean, the replacement isn't that bad. We're probably going to get John Feliciano back, so that way.
No doubt about it. Feliciano's already said he is ready, but he's going to come in as a backup, though. The only guy you take out right now would be Jake Brindle, and Forster likes Brindle, from what I read. He's not coming out.
But here's the thing: Feliciano plays center. I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
Well, he's a guard center.
I would put Feliciano at center, and then move whoever's at center to the right.
I don't know why Forster likes him so much.
I don't know, Ronbo.
He's too light.
I don't know. It's probably like Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. It's probably a Diddy thing. Who knows?
You had to bring that up. Steve, we got to go. Let's see you Friday. Oh, man. I tell you.
I'll see you Friday.
All right, fam. Have a great night. I know, that's a good question, Bill. Billy, will they blitz Brock the same way? You know what teams are going to learn, and I think they've already learned by now. Start treating Brock Purdy like he's been playing a minute. You still do those stupid things you did when he first came in now, and Brock Purdy will fry you like a piece of chicken. Because he was doing better when they were blitzing him when he first came. Remember, they blitzed him on every down. They just sit the house. The coach ran off the sideline and tried to take Brock down. He would quickly, but that was before they designed this defense they've come up with to make sure that the 49ers, you take the yak away from them. That's why we're getting things from guys like Juwan Jennings, because Juwan Jennings is a legitimate receiver. So now, you guys all go in the middle field. I'll be back here waiting for the ball, mofos. And Brock delivers, and boom. But they got to get that ball out quickly, though. Hey, yo, Bill.
What's up, Ronbo?
Bill, your favorite team?
I can't, and I won't. And I won't ever, despite if I'm wrong. This is where I'm going to say I don't want to be wrong. But I'm going to say this. I don't want to be wrong. I want to be right. Okay?
There's a song like that.
I'm going to predict a 49er win on Friday.
Okay.
And I'm going to come up with a good. I haven't done that in a while. But I just cannot give the Chiefs a win and the Cowboys a win. I just can't. It's just the thought of saying, "Oh, they're going to do this." I'm going to throw up. I'm gonna have a fever for 2 weeks. It's just disgusting. No, it's not happening. Never am I going to fathom that they're going to do anything. They have been playing B-rated teams, except one, and they barely squeaked by with the help of the officials. So as long as we beat the officials and we do our job, it's a W.
Yeah.
There's just, I can't, I won't, and they know they're trying to do something great. I know it's going to be, we're going to have to play against the officials, and what we need to do, because they're at Levi's, is I don't prevent violence, but I do promote finding each referee's car and stocking up this week on on dog turds or whatever turds you can get your hands on, and turd the car if they screw up, if they rip us off the game. Like, turd the car, just smash manure over their car where they got to go to the car wash, because at this time they got to stop robbing us with the Chiefs.
Yeah, well, there's places. Toro Park out there in Monterey Bay Area, they got a lot of cattle running around out there, and you can bring a bus. Let's see, just get a truck and fill the back end up with them cow pies, and use it.
Yeah, don't break anything. Just make sure they smell it.
You got to clean it up. That's worse. I would sell that car. Yeah.
That's why it's not doing us that way. Don't damage the car in any way. We'll just take it where they got to get it clean. And I don't care. Hey, saying I'm tired of the referees. I'm tired of what they're doing to us against the Chiefs. We beat them. I'm going to tell you what, Ronbo. If the games were played fair, there's no way the Chiefs will walk out with W.
Oh, yeah. No. But one of the best-rated defenses in the league in 2019, that Super Bowl, right? Not one holding penalty all day. Then they show the footage, and I love it. I'm going to get a big picture of it and put that up on the wall. Nick Bosa, you can see the elbow around his neck being choked down to the ground. Ref doesn't see a thing. Over and over. Holding, grabbing every player on the defensive line. But the ref didn't see it.
But no, they seen it. They just didn't want to call it.
Yeah.
That's a lie. You cannot tell me.
That's the best offensive lineman of the week. Give it a break. You make yourself look like you're an idiot. Trent Williams doesn't have to hold. Good Lord. Right. Watch the game, not your brain. Go ahead.
Right. They need to get their integrity back in order and figure it out, because we don't want to ruin the integrity of the game. But yet you're going to call holding on us when we clearly sometimes do hold. But when they do it, they don't get called. If you're going to call it on us, you call it on them.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Nobody stopped that defensive line all year like that, except the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. How come? Well, maybe. Yeah, maybe my ass.
What we need to do, I'm sorry to say, we need to get a 7-foot guy, set one of our defensive guys down, have him spear Patrick Mahomes really good and fall on him, and then send our other guys back out, let the other guy get ejected, and let him be a little dizzy for a while. I don't promote that, not injure him, but shake him up a little where he's scared.
Yeah.
Because once Patrick Mahomes gets scared, he's not accurate. I know that. One thing about Patrick, when you rush him and you make him skirt, you're going to have INTs all day. That's facts.
He's still an INT. Every Super Bowl he drops an INT. That's not even. It doesn't matter though. That's Bill. That's what makes me crazy. Mahomes can have one of his lackluster games, and he had one in this last Super Bowl. It wasn't all that great, and they still come away with the trophy. I blame the 49ers for that more than I do the anything else this time.
We lost Greenlaw.
Well, yeah, that's true.
If he wasn't comfortable,
there's no Travis Kelce.
He wouldn't have had that performance in the Super Bowl. When you make him uncomfortable, you keep him uncomfortable and keep him not thinking. I'm telling you, Ronbo, that team is not what it set out to be. They just a little too arrogant for their own good, and arrogance can be your own downfall.
They want that three-peat. They're feeding off that, and it's pushing them along. They want to get 3 in a row. Or 3. I said, no, yeah, this is 3.
The Super Bowl. I agree. They will make it there with the referee's help. Now, who are they going to face in the NFC? If they don't face us, they'll get the 3-peat. If they don't face us, it's a 3-peat for sure.
I tell you right now, though, like the Baltimore Ravens and us, who've had problems with that team for no reason, other than certain stupid things that come into place and fall right into order for them. If they see the Orioles or the Ravens this year in a playoff game, they're not going to survive that one. Not this time. But I want them to.
Help, Ronbo, you got to put in the factor. They got the referee's help.
But nothing can save you against Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's scaring me. I want nothing to do with him, actually. I'd rather the Chiefs win. I really do.
That's why I think they're not going to meet the Chiefs. That's why I don't think the Ravens are going to meet the Chiefs in the playoffs. Some other team's going to knock off the Ravens, and you're going to have some Kansas City and another B-rated team, so they can sell. So they can sell the Kansas City going to the Super Bowl. I don't think it's going to happen.
Only Burrows can take the Chiefs out. Josh Allen will be trying to take the Chiefs. Josh Allen will be trying to take the Chiefs off for the next 5 years. It's not going to happen. It's just something about his game Spagnolia likes.
The
Texans. Okay, Bill, we got to go. I just realized that is a subject. Let's look at the teams that we might not have to be concerned with regarding the Chiefs. I'll see you Friday.
Don't worry about Kansas City. We're going to get a W. Ronbo, give me a 90 shout out. Be positive.
Bill, see you Friday. I forgot
it's a W, man. I'll give my score.
You can wait. All right. Yeah. The Texans? Possibly. I forgot about them. Hey, yo, Beto. Oh, man. Then we have to deal with... Oh, man.
Hey, Ronbo.
I don't want to deal with the Texans. You know, Bethel, I'm talking like a coward. I just realized I want to pick a wussy team in the Super Bowl. There is no such thing as a wussy team in the Super Bowl. If it's Lamar, if it's CJ, if it's Patrick, goes without saying. Who else? Burrows is not going to make it. He's starting off too bad of a. They're not going to get into the playoffs with that record. Josh Allen. Okay. You know what? If there's one team I wouldn't mind playing, it's the Bills. Allen will continue to try to play Superman ball, and that's what's going to get him beat against every good team. He won't stop that. But they picked up Amari Cooper.
You got to rely on your team.
Yeah, you got to work. You got a teamwork.
It's a team sport.
Anyway, Bethel, you got Kansas City. Are you concerned about their ranking in the defense and their ranking in the offense and vice versa?
It really depends if the referees don't help them out. If the referees help them out, then
they're going to do that. We have to work around that. That's just a given.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. It depends, but it should be an interesting game. Let's see how we do it.
You know, the fact of the matter is, they have all the confidence in the world. You know how many years that we've dominated the Rams? And all of our guys say things before the game, like Debo and George coming in. And by the way, that last win Debo and George weren't there, ironically. And the Rams finally pulled off a miracle at the last second because Ronnie Bell decided he didn't feel like catching the ball, right? So you figure the Hawks, not the Hawks, but the fully assembled Chiefs got to really feel like, come on, y'all know this, man. We got this 3-peat, man. It's the 49ers, all right? And they start cheering and going nuts, because they know they got it. They know they got it made, Bethel. God. It's been there, done that.
Yeah.
It's got to stop.
Yeah, but it's just, it all depends on the luck. Let's see if we could do it.
Well, Bethel, also, we're not giving Ricky Pearsall enough love. I understand he pumped up the whole roster. Pearsall could be a factor.
Oh, yeah.
If the 49ers are feeling that good about his return, they could be of a different mindset. And when CMC comes back, that's going to give him a level of inspiration. He could be back as early as 2 weeks. Probably, yeah, after the bye week. I doubt. He'll probably just make him wait till after the bye week, but still.
Yeah, it's just one player always, makes a big difference, and especially with his story, the way stuff happened.
I know.
He's
a hero before he even puts on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so it makes a big difference. It's, they want to win it for him, and they want him
to get out there and show everybody he's as good as he is.
Motivated.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Well, Jacob Cowing likes him.
With those one-handed catches and those
them crisp routes. That dude runs some routes.
Yeah, so and then plus we really need some wide receivers that know how to catch the ball. So he'll be one of those guys that Brock with the other. Actually, when we played the Seahawks, didn't Brock remind you of somebody that we used to see and we used to hate?
Russell Wilson. Yep. I said that during the game. I said, look at Brock. He's doing the Russell Wilson out there. They can't grab him. And he still got that pass off. That was fun watching that.
Now Seahawks fans are going to know the way we felt when we would see Russell Wilson run like that. God. Now we got somebody that does the same thing.
He's got quickness. Ooh, he's got quickness. Yep. I mean, you see the defender right there, ready to grab him. Brock, boom, he's out of there and looking down the field for the next person to get open. That's another thing our guys got to work on. Get open. When you see Brock hustling out of that pocket, find a soft spot. Make sure he can see you.
Yeah. So, that's the one thing that our wide receivers need to practice, that, with Brock in the backfield, there's never a play that's down until he's either sacked or goes out of bounds.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Brock's doing a great job.
You got to keep on working.
Yeah. So those guys, you got to get back. But our receivers aren't used to doing that. Russell had, Lockett is one of the best at putting himself in position. Yeah. He is one of the best in the game doing that. DK Metcalf just is a lot of noise. DK, he's still complaining.
Yeah.
I'd get rid of him. He can't be good for the locker room. DK's always complaining. Game's over. DK's still talking.
With the Raiders, that he was making the team worse, and they traded him right away.
Oh, Devontae,
he was a really good player.
You can't have all the diva wide receivers. Look at Stephon Diggs. Yeah. I mean, that's what they do. Look at Michael. Remember our guy? Michael. Huh?
T.O. He was a diva.
No, I'm talking about Michael. Michael, who was in his own mind overrated when Harbaugh was here. Anyway, he goes over to the Broncos.
Yeah,
Crabtree got on my nerves every week. I said, Michael, you have confused yourself into believing that you're all that. You're good, but come on, man. Stop. God. Remember when we drafted him, he held out?
Yeah.
Go ahead with your bad self. God dang. So anyway, all divas get traded, it seems. So glad we don't have
I can't believe they got a third round pick for him. If I remember, the Raiders gave up a lot for him, and they only got back a third round pick.
Yeah. So that just goes to show you, the 49ers knew he wasn't as good as he thought he was, and the Raiders says, "You guys want to get rid of him? Give me a third round pick." Okay, fine. You know what? And after we got through doing that deal, you know what? I would have gave him to you for a fourth round pick with thanks. I just want to get the last word in.
Yeah.
Oh, the clock ran out. Bethel, hey, I'll see you Friday, and bring your score and why we're going to win.
All right. See you Friday. Hit the like, and let's go Niners.
Yeah. Have a great night, fam. Always great to hear from you.
You too, Ronbo.
Thanks, fam. Yo, Ellis!
Wow, Bizzle.
Ellis.
What's the hizzle?
Oh, here we go. It's that week. It's that week, man. You know, early in the season, I didn't pay no mind. Week 1, week 2, ain't nobody think about the Chiefs. And now all of a sudden, here we are. It's Chiefs time. Damn it. And we ain't even ready. Cheats. I know it changed the name.
The Kansas City Chiefs. CHEATS. Let's get it right. Anyway, but yeah, what does that mascot look like anyway?
The Chiefs?
Who knows?
It's a good question. They don't put him in Native American wear. I gotta go look that up when I get finished. What does the Chiefs mascot look like?
A big ass piece of I don't know. I was gonna say a big ass piece of paper with the answers on it. I don't know. Find some way to try to correlate it into a testing thing. Yeah, exactly. You know, this shit's been going on for a long time. It's as awful as it sounds. We should be used to this shit. We are the most immune to the cheating, the favoritism, the nepotism, the targeting by the NFL and the refs. And did anybody notice? I mean, hopefully this wasn't just speculation, but it looks like Bill Benovich is going to be, and his officiating crew are actually going to be there for our game, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, are you serious?
I believe,
where'd you hear that?
I believe so.
That? Oh,
I saw it somewhere earlier. I don't know if I'm not
Something
on Facebook much. I think it might have been Instagram. Hopefully it was it was BS. Yeah. But if it's not,
because everybody knows the worst thing that we'd want is that.
Yeah, and I mean, if you saw it, we saw it last game when we played against the Seahawks, how they got away with that ball when the ball hit the ground and it hit the guy's hand on the special teams play, and Kyle called the flag, and they overturned it, and we lost a timeout when we actually should have got the fucking call, and it was a great challenge by Kyle.
Yep.
And then they said, we didn't have the angles and the angles this and the angles that, and they had this footage and they had that. It's like, listen, you can't fan that bullshit over here. We are all too familiar. We should all be too familiar. It is not by just, it's not by accident. It's not just, that's a coincidence. No, please don't be that naive and that stupid. As long as, however, most of us have been alive, let's not be naive. Let's not just, totally neglect the obvious, okay? The fact, the shit that's right in front of you. Don't do that to yourself, please, because I'm not. We're playing up against more than just a team. The team, we can whoop their ass. And even in the past years, in 19 and then the Super Bowl last year, we're playing up against that team, regardless of the players or how better or worse they were, but we're playing against the NFL. This shit I don't even like getting into it because then it starts to bring me down, but I'm just saying,
I know.
You can't refute this shit when it's right in your face. You can't. And it happened last week, and it's happened every time when we played the Chiefs. It's happened for 3 seasons in the postseason for the Chiefs. Not one offensive holding call or none of that stuff is going on. Come on, man. That's not a coincidence. Just be real with yourselves. Whoever it is that is in denial about that. Because if it was any other team, that's what they would be saying, and they would be justified because it's a fact. So we have to play up against so much more shit than just Patrick Mahomes. He's good, but he ain't all that. Okay,
Yeah.
I like what I see from Brock.
Better.
about as much as what I've seen from Patrick Mahomes in the spotty moments where I've seen him launch the ball across the field and make some big plays. But it's crazy because in those plays when all that was happening, who knows how much holding his fucking offensive line was getting a hold away with. I mean, you know what I mean, and all the other stuff. So in the secondary, we gave their secondary so much credit for playing against Debo and so on and so forth. They were holding the shit out of Debo and Brandon Ayuk all game, and George. I know it does happen on certain plays, but my thing is the most important games, on the most important plays, it's never called in our favor. It's always in the favor of the opposition, and in this case, always the Chiefs. They get away with way too much shit. They got Nick Bosa's in a headlock, 96% of the game. And I mean, it just goes on, and it's not just Nick that they're getting away with this shit with. So, we have to play a different kind of ball when we play this team. The mistakes have to be damn near, obsolete. There can be none. We have to beat their ass. We have to be sound on every possession, every snap, no misses. That's how you beat that team, in lieu of trying to get over the hump and going against the refs and all the bullshit, because they're going to try and throw some out there. They did that with us, like I said, many a times we played them, and then they did it just last week with the Seahawks. That was a momentum change for the Seahawks. There's no telling what other plays they got away with, but that was blatant. And they even had the announcer saying, "Oh, whoa, you know what I mean?" When it's on national TV and you got the commentators saying they effed up, and then they say, "Oh, well, it says that," and they came up with that bullshit excuse. It's like, dude, this is a $1 trillion organization. The NFL, you guys make billions and billions of dollars a year. There's no way in hell that you're telling me that the people that are in charge of officiating and reviewing each play did not see that shit.
With a computer. Don't give me camera angles. You have every angle known to man. That's just such a bogus. And the next day they wouldn't apologize. They would not. They just said, "Well, we admit we did make a mistake." Okay, good. Now you know. No apology.
And Kyle being, he was just being a little light with it. He's like, "Oh, just call it both ways." When you see that replay when he's talking to the refs in the Super Bowl, he should have been cussing their ass out. I would hate to do it, but I would be cussing those refs out. I would be going at Roger Goodell. I would be doing everything I can to say, "Hey, listen, you guys have been doing this shit for many and many games. If we got to come together, and really hold you guys accountable, we will do that." You know what I mean? And I don't want it to get into some big ass thing where everybody's got to sit out or do whatever. But listen, call the game straight across the board for everybody. I don't give a shit if that's against us. Call it on us, but don't not call it on the opposition just because you guys have this politics and all this nepotism and these little hidden agendas and stuff going on, because you're taking away from the game. We're watching it. We're seeing it live. So they gotta do something. But this team, we cannot have any hiccups in this game.
Yeah, because they're 5-0. Too close as it is.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just saying. We do have to stop.
It's not like they whooped our ass a couple years ago, but hell, who knows what even happened that game? But we got whooped that game. That game I would accept, but the both of the Super Bowls were bullshit. And then they've been doing it to all the other teams in the playoffs in the postseason. And that's not us reviewing all the tapes. This is all kinds of people who got the tapes, who've been studying and who have the stats to actually prove what it is that's being said. It's not just fictitious. So y'all that got something to say or make it seem like we're just complaining about nothing, then you don't need to watch fucking football because you're an idiot. Because if it was your team that was playing and it was happening to your team, then you'd be saying the same shit.
Even Baldy pointed out a whole video doing it. I mean, this is not Chiefs fans. Everybody else think, you guys just cried about. Well, a-hole, if your team got cheated, what would you say? God. Hey, listen, we got to go though, fam. I'll see you Friday.
Yeah, we'll be back Friday, man. Yeah. I'm just, we got to play. We got to play mistake. I don't even think it's a word. Mistake less football. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can't have any of that going on. We got to take it all the way to them, and I think we'll be able to do it. But it's on the boys. You know what I mean? See what's happening. But lastly, look, Zadarius Smith and what's his name would be really cheap. It would be probably cheaper than Hassan Reddick. I would try to get them both of them on a bargain, because one might get hurt. Jadavion's got the injury history. Zadarius Smith seems to be maybe a little more consistent. He's a big guy. I think we can utilize him. We can move him in and outside. But one or the two would be cool. I'm not with the Hassan Reddick sweepstakes, so you can go.
I was just joking. He's
anyway.
All right, fam.
Yeah, all the boo-hooing and all that other shit. We ain't forgot. I know I ain't forgot talking about us boo-hooing and all that. And then we whooped that ass last year. Anyway, y'all know what it is, man. Hit that like and subscribe. Shout out to Tone out there, man, from down under, my man, and shout out Tony out there in Atlanta, and Tony, I think was that Tony Nagatani out there in Hawaii, man. We heard from you in a minute. You know what it is. Shout out to the chat. Shout out Frank. Frank, we heard from you, man. I know you probably even got swole up from all the fish sandwiches, man. Go ahead and spread the love. And, shout out to you, Bo. Appreciate the platform.
Thanks,
man. Shout out production.
All right, Ellis. Looking for you Friday night, fam. And here comes that marvelous B. 49er Bryant, what it do, player?
Yo, what it do, player Ronbo. Hey, God, did you hear about the TV sales going up in Dallas?
Can you imagine? You probably can't buy one in right downtown Dallas. You probably got to drive out and go to the next county or something, man. I mean, that was a beating. Texas Boy didn't make an appearance in it, which I was shocked. What? If I was him, you'd have to find me.
They just need a whole new realm down there. Like, they need a whole new team. They need an owner. They need a coach. It's just, and I'm loving every minute of it. Aren't you, Ronbo?
40,
it's wonderful.
Damn near 50 burger. My God.
Yeah. You got to give it to Texas Boy. Maybe he'll become a 49er fan now, since he's hanging out with us all the time. He must be.
Well, the nice thing is he's not in here making points. Texas Boy, I love when he comes in and tries to make points and explain to you why you're wrong and why. I see that that boy has got balls the size of a Mack truck bearings, man. Woo! How do you talk? My God. But anyway.
Man, but. Hey, I want to bring some positivity to all this negativity tonight.
All right.
I have an inclination that as long as we play a perfect game and we don't, screw up on special teams like we have been, and pretty much play a flawless game, I think we can beat these guys. I really do.
That's a lot of requirements. I mean, yeah.
Well, pretty much where we stand right now is we're a little shaky everywhere. So, but these Chiefs are coming to our house, Ronbo.
I know. Right? No fake noise pumped in. Yeah. Yeah,
and maybe we get some better security. Keep that Taylor Swift out of our stadium. That's what I would like to do.
She's been traveling around. They were partying the other day. I said, wait a minute. Travis doesn't need to work out for this week's game. I said, that shows you how confident and cocky the Chiefs are. Travis is out being seen publicly of entertainment venues with Taylor. That's bold. Yeah. Okay. Keep partying, Travis.
Yeah, he's... yeah. I already made up my mind. If they show her every 5 minutes on TV, I'm just going to turn her off and just listen to you the whole game. I've already made up my mind.
A lot of people complained about that already, but you know what? Do you know that she is actually responsible? I don't know how they came around with this number. She brought in millions to the NFL. Now, I understand her following and everything, but still, really? Millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Ellis, you don't have to call me a goof. I'll give you credit. I know you said that too. You don't have to be that way. Chill out, man.
But
Jeez, everybody's just so hostile tonight.
Well, I don't care. I still love you. I still love you myself. So we'll be okay.
Yeah. But
Ronbo, so like we brought in another kicker. So are we worried about our other kicker? I don't get that. What's going on there?
Well, think about it for a minute, Brian, because we watched 2 kickers get just wiped out. Okay, so you need to have one standing by. So at least next week we don't have to go out and go through the process of having to find one. We're not going to get that lucky. Carlson's out there. In fact, I think they should have brought 2 extra, because until special teams can prove to us that they can make the plays before the kicker has to get involved, if they would just put Mitch Wisnowski out there to do this, it wouldn't be an issue. But they would, no. The kicker's got to do that. Please explain to me why the kicker has to do that, guys. He's not made for
this is going to be Ronbo, this is going to be a close game. And we got to have a kicker that's halfway decent, or that's going to be a problem.
So he needs to stay healthy. I don't want him out there making tackles. That's not his job.
Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. But, all I can say is Kyle better drop a good one. That's all I got to say about that, man. I'm 50-50 on the fence with this game. I really, like other caller said, it's not a necessary win, but man, just think if we beat them, Ronbo, what that would do for this team.
I'll get excited at first, but then again, I'll say, you know what, this is one thing winning now, but I wish I could have won the last time I seen them, because the scores, actually, we shouldn't be really all that surprised if they win. They haven't been winning. They're not overwhelming people with offense, but they are holding teams down defensively really well. They held the Ravens to 20. They held the Bengals to 25. They held the Falcons to 17. The Chargers just got 10 points. But then the Chargers only got them to have 17. So, their defense is doing a good number for them this year. It's not about Patrick. And I was watching a couple of games. I said, Patrick looks okay, but it doesn't look all that much better than anybody else right now. I see some bad throws. I've seen lots of things that usually he doesn't do. I just,
And they're only scoring like 21 a game, right? They're not scoring very much.
I don't think their average is that high. Oh, 20. Let me see, 27, 26. Okay, yeah.
I thought it was 21.
Now I'm looking at the scores. They scored 27 in the first game, 26 the second game, 22 the third game, 17 against the Chargers. And the Saints, they scored 26. They're averaging maybe 20, 21. Yeah. If I had offhand, if I had to look at it, yeah. So, yeah. But if you score 30, you should beat them then, right? And we've been around 30 most of the time, except when we lost.
Right. Yeah. So, dude, I think people are not thinking these teams are a little bit evenly matched, except for the Chiefs got a better defense. It's going to be close.
Yeah.
As long as we don't make a bunch of mistakes, So, but, Ellis, what's wrong with you, man? I'm not a Chiefs fan. Ronbo knows that. I'm a big-time
Ellis accusing you of being a Chiefs fan.
Ellis is just all over me tonight, man.
No, somebody has taken... No, that's not Ellis. Somebody probably took his name. Ellis has...
Oh, okay.
Why would Ellis have an issue with you only today? You've been talking this way all the time.
I don't know. Man, we get some weirdos in the chat, don't we?
Oh.
I mean, that might not even be the real Texas boy, because usually he just is gone.
That's the real Texas boy. He does talk like that. Yes, no. But you know what? You'll know if he takes off when things get rough. On Sunday,
right?
If the Chiefs are winning, he'll be with us for the whole game. If not, he's gone.
Right.
Yeah. And Gene D.
So, Ronbo, and Gene D. Oh my God, yeah, that punk. Anyway, so is Pearsall playing this weekend?
No, they're just getting him ready. They're just getting ready. His practice window just opened up this week. I suspect, though, they're only going to put that window open for a couple of weeks. He's going to be playing probably either 1 week before the bye week or definitely after, I guess. My guess.
Okay.
Could be wrong.
All right, Ronbo, were we doing scores on Friday?
We are doing scores on Friday. Give me that score. Think about it. I don't want to give it to me now.
Man.
All right? All right.
All right, Ronbo. All right, love all the family. Love. Got to send a shout out to that not eating Vegemite fan down south. Way south in Australia. I hope he's doing well. All right, love you, fam. Love you, Ronbo. Have a good night.
We love you back. Night, fam.
Yeah.
Let's go. Hey, Lugit.
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing?
Lugit, I'm doing all right, as well as you're going to be if you're a 49er fan, waiting for a Sunday matchup with the Kansas City Chiefs. That's really uncomfortable. You know what? I can't wait until this weekend's over. I don't like entertaining these thoughts. Lugit, 10 years, okay, including a couple of Super Bowls, can't get past this team.
Yeah, I think we're going to do it this week. The probability says that you could lose so many times, but I think it has to sway in our favor. The only thing that worries me is that the Chiefs. I like old school coaches like Reed. That's the only thing that worries me. And Shanahan, what Reed does is he uses his players what they're good at, and Shanahan tries to plug in the players to his system.
Yep.
So he needs to look at the strength of the players and use them what they bring to the table. Not I got to plug you in here. And that's what Reed does, because the Chiefs are missing a lot of people. But watch their running backs are still going to do good, and they're not even the starters. And then Reed also uses rookies. Our rookies came through for us last week, so that should send a message to Shanahan. Stop thinking that you can't use rookies. Bill Walsh had Don Griffin, McKyer as rookies. When we won the first Super Bowl, the whole backfield was rookies. So the winning formula, in my opinion, is you have to have a couple of rookies sprinkled in the offense, a couple of rookies sprinkled in the defense, mixed in with some veterans, and then mixed in with one free agent that you get from somewhere else. That's the winning formula right there.
Yeah. And Lugit, they were forced into that lineup to some degree this last weekend because, Mustafa's out there because of Talanoa being out. There's about 3 spots out there. You got Green out there. I'm just, how many guys do we have out there? We had several rookies out there. Even we saw good, and we saw good things from all of them. That's really
what's that guy, Green?
Yeah.
Ronaldo Green.
Ronaldo Green. Yeah. INT, Mustafa had an INT.
But that proved to Shanahan that you got to sprinkle in a couple of rookies in there once in a while. Because, see, some rookies are more mature than what you think. Some rookies are like hungry to be on stage, and they're actually primetime players. But if you think, they got to earn their spot, you got to wait. Okay, I understand that, but once in a while, you got to see that there's some young. I know some young guys that are like 21-year-old that are more mature than somebody that's 30, 40, or 50.
Oh, easy to say.
So you got to bring in some of the young. Yeah, exactly. That's a perfect example right there. But Ronbo, the Mahomes is Kermit the Frog, and I can't stand his voice when I see him on commercials. He reminds me exactly like Kermit the Frog. So that's why the SF on the Niners helmet stands for "We're gonna squish and smash the frog."
Because it's got to stop. The 49ers are tired of it. You can tell the way they're talking now. I wish they'd have been talking like they're talking now before the Super Bowl. I imagine they were because they thought they had it made. And can you imagine, Lugit, I'm in the hotel, an alarm goes off. They tell me that I got to practice in the university field over here, way over here, and it's not a very, very well-kept field, right? So the table was set, for weird things to happen. Oh, what was that loud noise that went off in the hotel in the middle of the night to wake people up? It's as if it was all a diabolical plot to just mess with the 49ers, And they still almost should have won the game. Damn it.
Yeah, the part that sucks about the refs is exactly what everybody else is saying, is that, okay, maybe you miss a call once in a while, but when they're so like blatant and right in your face, and the NFL doesn't do anything about it, then it becomes kind of demoralizing for fans because if we lose, we accept it, but when the refs have something to do with it. It leaves that sour taste in your mouth, and that kind of sucks for the fans. You know what I mean?
Man, making calls that are pivotal. Exactly. God, man, what are we going to do now? You got to go uphill again.
Yeah. But I think I'm gonna tap into the 49er winning legacy and the spirit. Even if some of the players are kind of like, maybe not as focused or not as motivated, but I think something happens right before the game starts that the team is an iconic team, and we can't just go out there like suckers against a match like this. So we got to go out there and just let them have it. And that could change the rest of the season for us. But I got a feeling that the old spirits are going to kick in somehow.
No, yeah, they're ready to play this game. The 49ers are they're ready to play this game. So the Chiefs actually came into a situation now. If they come in there with anything weak, the Niners will beat them then.
Yeah, I wish I could tell all the Niner players to get pumped up. Don't look at it just like it's no big deal. You beat the crap out of them, and so that way you can send a real message to them and say, "Look, we're tired of this," and the refs better back off. But I think this is a perfect game to make our season kind of bounce back. So I hope Shanahan snaps out of it and we just beat the crap out of them.
Mm-hmm. And I mean,
we're going to smash the frog.
Would it be nice? And even if the score in the fourth quarter, well, Niners surprisingly are up 37-17 with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Kyle Shanahan is going to, it looks like he's going to keep Brock Purdy in the game. You can tell that they've been disgusted over the quarter. Listen, we're going to score 40 burger on these guys just to get some of this frustration off our chest. God, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. You know how I would prefer it better is that we blow them out hecka early. So then, that way we don't have to worry about keeping them the whole game. Just like hopefully everything works out in our favor and we blow them out. So the fans at the stadium got to go crazy.
But you know what? If they blow them out early, Lugit, that means Kyle, you know how he is. He ain't about to pull the first string. If they stack that score up too high in the first half, they're gonna come out the third, and he'll keep them out there till end of the third earliest, and then all of a sudden,
I know, man.
Control. But that's because Kyle's scary.
Yeah, Shanahan, man. The Shanahan's giving me gray hairs. They're not even coming out gray. I think they're coming out green now. It's like, what the heck's wrong with this guy, man?
Because Kyle, man, he already explained to people why. Oh, the reason I didn't rest the starters is because something that happened. He'll tell you about an example as to why he didn't pull the starters, because we did that before and it didn't bode well through the fourth quarter. Kyle, you know what? You just don't know what to do, when not to do. You're a great coach. You teach them great things, but you are such a wuss in certain situations. God, he does go on fourth down these days, though. Maybe more than he should.
Yeah, and I think he needs to do a little bit more play action, to throwing play action back in there, because he doesn't do play action as much.
I know. There's a whole lot of things he quit doing because of new defenses for his offense. That's what they did, though, fam. Kyle Shanahan has scared the league so badly. You got a lot of coordinators the whole season working on what would it take to stop the 49ers offense. And so what they do, they made sure the yak yardage is cut down. That's why you're seeing all the bombs away now, like more than usual, instead of us running the ball like we used to. It's crazy. But
they kind of figured them out a little bit already.
A little, yeah. Yeah, we got to go, Lugit. Yeah. I didn't realize we was having so much fun here. Time's way over.
Yeah, no problem, Ronbo. But you know who else is going to have to step up is and he's doing really good. Pooney, I think Pooney's going to clown Jones.
Good.
So,
yes.
Yeah, I want to see the rookie. Another example of how a rookie come through, and I hope he dominates Jones, and that gives Purdy a little bit more time. But
he's already spoken on that. He can't wait for the challenge. I love it. All right. All right, Lugit.
All right, Rumble man. Have a good night, and I hope we see a classic, beautiful game, and we're gonna smash that little frog, and that's it.
Got to do it. All right, Lugit. See you Friday, and bring a score.
All right,
we got some time for us. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to try to slide through on Friday.
All right. Looking for you. Night, fam.
Okay. Okay, Ronbo. Have a good night, man.
Thank you.
All right.
Too.
All right, late. All right, late.
And we quickly move over to Tennessee and the Dragon Clan, and we'll say, Papa Dragon!
Good morning from Tennessee, Ronbo Sports.
Bob, come on in here, man, because we got some of the clowns that are in here are not in here today. I'm feeling good about it. Dak Elliott, who I can't stand. Gene D came in and made an appearance, and he left. And whoever this Lloyd person is, that could be Dak Elliott. I told him he could come back in here if he changed his name all he wants to. That's supposedly a Rams fan. But that's neither here nor there because they're all, well, I can't say that because I'm not that kind of a person. But, Bob, come on in, fam.
Hey, man, let's talk some football.
Yes.
So what do you have for me today, Ronbo?
Well, tonight I'm looking at, it's about the Niners' second-ranked offense against the Chiefs' fifth-ranked defense, while KC's 21st-ranked offense faces the Niners' defense, currently ranked at number 16. I look at those numbers and I say, well, that looks like it's in our favor. But, you know, the numbers have been in our favor before, and they didn't mean a damn thing. We still walked out of there with a head hung down and tail between the legs and shamed.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the only stat that matters is winning losses. That's number one. You know, number two, the game was played the way the game was played, and you got to adjust. And if you don't adjust, then you know you're not going to be happy at the end of the day.
I know.
And right now, you know, the 49ers have found ways to lose games this year late. And the Chiefs have a reputation for winning games late. They know how to win. So that's the exact type of matchup that kind of, you know, makes statistics and analytics look like it's bogus. At the end of the day, you're talking coaching. You know, it's always going to be coaching over schemes, and it's going to be playmakers over rich players. And that's the deal. You get your playmakers on the field, you know, you give them a role. Do they do something? You know, and, you know, for a long time, the 49ers have been the bean of the NFL as far as like roster depth. And that depth's not there no more. So
broke down.
Yeah, the depth is gone. So there's some things I've caught with the 49ers. Obviously, long seasons, age, blown drafts, bad free agent decisions. And despite all that, they've been a winning franchise for the last 4 or 5 years, but never able to get over the hump. And, you know, my hypothesis has always been that your head coach is going to win you 3 or 4 games. And I've just not seen Kyle do that ever. Usually it's his scheme, his dominance, is running the ball. So Kyle's got to stick to what he knows, run the ball. He keeps passing and not doing play action fakes and stuff like that. Doesn't matter if your offense is ready to. It doesn't. At the end of the day, if Purdy's throwing the ball more than, you know, 25, 30 times, you're probably going to be losing that game.
Yeah.
They have to run the football.
That's
how you beat Patrick Mahomes. You run the football.
And run that clock out and keep him on the bench. Exactly. He knows
him on the bench. If you knock him out of the game, or you keep him on the bench. And you do that by running the ball. You know, so
and Pop,
right
you know,
now...
you just mentioned, I just realized something. That's what Kansas City did to Lamar Jackson and company in that playoff game last year. They knew better than let Lamar out on the field. They ran the ball like you've never seen the Chiefs run it. Smart.
But that's the key,
coaching
though.
again.
I mean, that's the key, though. I know we all want to sit there and say, well, this quarterback is this and this quarterback is that and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, at the end of the day, the quarterback's got to be on the field. You know, he's got to throw it. Somebody has to catch it. You throw the football.
Exactly. I want him putting a jacket on. He's sitting there getting so cold.
Yeah, you know, when you throw the football, you know, 4 things can happen when you throw the football, and 3 of them are bad. You know, that's just football. You see what I'm saying? So it's like in the NFL, which is the highest was the highest quality of passing on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Passing is more of a thing. First you got college, and then you got the pros. Typically, in high school, typically you're running the ball. College is more pass, and NFL is the elite passers in the planet that can put that ball wherever they need to put that ball. So, people can make their debates about who's elite and who's not elite. I can tell you this right now. My daughter just experienced it. They had a kid transfer into their school, and the first thing the kid did when he got there, he stood up on top table and yelled as loud as he could, "I am the smartest person in this school." If you got to tell people you're something, you're typically not it.
Did anybody give him any love while he was standing up on the top of that table? Or just walk away?
Oh, no. He apparently took a little bit of a liking to Bam Bam, so he started bothering her.
Oh, maybe that was the point. He was just trying to get her attention. Yeah.
Well, he got her attention, and then he started, touching, tapping her in the hand and touching her on her shoulders and making noises. And she's like, "Hey, man, stop. I'm trying to learn here." And kept doing it. So eventually she yelled out in front of the whole class, "Stop touching me, genius."
All right.
To my delight,
Bam did that. Bam's brilliant.
So she gets pulled out in the hallway, him and the kid, and it comes back to me, obviously, the teacher stuff, and I'm laughing my ass off because the teacher's like, he goes, "Yeah, she interrupted class and she called him a genius, and I think that she should apologize for calling him a genius." Like, you know what? I would love her to apologize to this idiot for being a genius. But then the dumbass, after being talked to by the teacher outside the classroom with Bam Bam, he goes up to Bam Bam and goes, "I'm not mad at you. I'm just disappointed." So let me get this right, kid. So I'm like, I'm going to get this right, kid. So you're going to harass a young lady and then go up to her like it's her fault and tell her that you're disappointed. So anyway,
this is
the point I'm trying to make is that in the psychology of winning, you don't sit there and tell people that I have the best team. You don't sit there and tell people how good you are. You show them. That's the difference with the 49ers right now. You show them. So there's a difference between confidence, overconfidence, and arrogance. And I think that needle tilts more towards arrogance when it comes to the 49ers. The reality is that we don't know if Brock Purdy is elite. He's a good quarterback, but he's got to prove elite over time. And then the elite tag will hit his forehead and be shining in a big old fluorescent light, because at that point he'll have Pro Bowls under his belt.
Oh, yeah.
He'll have maybe a championship or two under his belt.
Oh, yeah. You don't just get that status.
He'll have MVPs under his belt. You see what I'm saying? All the stuff that Mahomes has right now, Purdy will have that stuff if he's elite, unless he's got some crazy elite talent like Josh Allen, who's got crazy elite talent. But I don't think he's as smart as Brock Purdy. But I think he's got crazy elite talent. Like when he does something on the field, you go, "Wow, only 2 people on the planet can do that." You see what I'm saying? But I'm telling you right now, I can throw the ball better than Brock Purdy. So a lot of people can throw the ball better than Brock.
I would have been more impressed if you said you could throw it better than Josh Allen.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like when certain things leap off the tape. Now, in Shanahan's system, Purdy's a perfect fit. He's also a perfect temperament fit for Shanahan, although eventually he's going to have to tell Shanahan's, "Your plays effing suck." Yeah. He's going to have to tell Shanahan that one day.
Remember, Jimmy did that, and he ended up in Oakland.
Yeah, I understand it, but still, sometimes you got to hear that adversity so that you can make those adjustments. So you want criticism, right?
Yeah.
So, for example, I don't treat my girls like little berries. I call them warrior princesses. I tell them they got to have cojones because the world's a harsh place.
Yeah.
So when they sit in their class and they're being talked to by counselors, and the counselor's like, "How many of you in here have a problem with criticism?" And all the damn kids raise their hand except for 2 kids. My girls.
Yeah.
And the teacher comes to boom boom. She goes, "Why don't you have a problem with criticism?" She goes, "Well, how can you get better if you can't handle criticism?"
Is that the answer you was looking for?
How can you get better? No, I'm just saying. That's
teacher.
what I've always taught her.
Well,
the teacher's going to be like, "Okay, that's impressed. This kid gets it." But the other kids are like, "They couldn't handle criticism." You say, "Yeah, you do. You suck."
Bob, we do have to go.
I tell Boom Boom she sucks. She's like, Boom, you suck. You need to work on this. And so I'll work on it. I'll get it.
Oh.
And she comes back and she gets it.
You know, I mean,
the 49ers need that. They need that. They need
do.
to understand.
Every coach
that
I ever played with
teams.
did that. That's what gets you better. You can't stand it. He's talking to me like that?
They don't have a top 5 defense anymore.
No.
They don't have the best defensive coordinator anymore. They don't have an offensive coordinator anymore. They have Shanahan. And I'm sorry, but he's not the best offensive coordinator, despite the number 2 ranking in offense.
5.
If you're a genius and you're number ranked 2 in offense, then you should know not to pass the ball 3 times in a row in the third quarter or in the fourth quarter.
Oh, and he's going to learn that. He's got to learn it the way. Paul, we really do have to go though. He's got to learn it the hard way at some point because it's getting tiresome.
I'm just saying the playmaking plays a role. We know that holding and penalties happen. And I said that when they signed Bose, I said, why would you sign somebody who gets held constantly in the playoffs? Don't sign one guy, get 4 guys, and move them the hell around and confuse people, as opposed to signing one guy that's always in the same spot.
Bose can be moved around anyway. Now that I think
and they make those analytic mistakes. Anyway,
they will.
Ronbo, I want to give my big shout outs to all my teams out there. You know, ultimately, man, everyone's killing it tonight. I love all your opinions. I don't agree with half of them, but I still love hearing them. Great show. Big old shout out to the Big Show, who I wish would come on every night. Jalen, Tony, my boy Tony down under, Tony in Atlanta, Trey, Smooth, Chill Pill, Phil, haven't heard from him in a minute. Ella, Sharon, and Sharon's mom. You never hear from Sharon's mom. She's like in the background like a villain, but it's all good. Evan, Alan, Jack, Maddie, the dark one. Who else, man? This sandwich Frank and Billy Owen. And red and gold bastard. Yeah, red and gold beautiful bastard. 49 Brian.
Bob, I gotta get out of here. I'm running. I gotta let me see if Friday you can continue this one. All right.
I'm gonna let you get to your booty call, Ronbo. Ronbo, you get to your booty call. I'll talk to you.
Sorry, Bob. Jalen.
I noticed how you climax, Ronbo.
Jesus Christ, Bob! This is meant for prime time. Stop, yo, Jalen.
Ronbo, I'm just putting on that was pretty delusional. Patrick Mahomes apparently isn't very good. Are we being for real right now, Ronbo? Are we being serious?
No. I think I think that's getting misconstrued. I do say he's not looking like he normally looks right now. I'm not sure what that's about. Maybe because Travis Kelce's looked like puke recently, except for that underhanded
You do realize
pass.
he's missing 2 of his starting wide receivers.
Well, see, that's what I was getting ready to tell you too. He's missing weaponry too. So that's what I'm saying. He's not looking all that great because the fact is he doesn't have the all-star receivers who used to make him look good. Wasn't Lazard in Kansas City recently?
Ronbo, the last time he had an all-star receiver was Tyreek Hill, and that was 2021. So he's won 2 Super Bowls since then. So what is it that
I know, right?
I don't understand.
Jalen, let's keep it all in perspective, though. That defense is kicking ass. Hey, he's got Juju Smith-Schuster again, right?
That's not no all-star receiver, Ronbo.
No. I'm laughing about that. Juju left. They got rid of Juju, and I think they did get rid of him for a minute, and he's back, right?
He just was signed to like a 1-year deal.
But anyway. Yeah, it's the defense you got to be more afraid of now. They're not scoring a lot of points.
No. Ronbo, let me ask you something. How did Kyler Murray look against us, and how did he look against every other team? Some players just play better against certain teams.
Yeah, and there is that.
We need to. This team is Ronbo. We played this team 4 times. 2 times in the regular season, 2 times in the Super Bowl. So they're going to know how we play. They're going to know our personnel. They're going to know how Cal coaches. So this is not just a team we see every couple of years, Ronbo. They're familiar with it. So it's not going to just be, look how Mahomes has looked this year. What does Mahomes look like against us? Man,
okay,
it's been
but that should work that should work for both teams, though. We know them too.
No, apparently not. We can't beat them.
Yeah.
Apparently not, Ronbo. Some teams just got our number, Ronbo. We got the Rams number. The Chiefs might have ours. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
There is something wrong with it, though.
Hey, Ronbo, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, Ronbo. We're on 4 against them.
I know. 0-4. It goes back farther than that. I told you, it goes back a decade.
On
Good
top of that, bro, this
Lord.
is the only undefeated team in the league. They're 5-0.
That's just really
Off
bothering me.
Off a bye week. So yeah, this all right. Nah, but Mahomes, he ain't that good, Ronbo. 3 Super Bowl champions, 2 MVPs. He ain't that good, Ronbo. He ain't that.
I don't know if anybody said he ain't that good, but he hasn't been looking like Patrick recently. So but you know what? They didn't look like anything in going into that Super Bowl either, and they came out of that looking good because they were backed up perfectly. Everything falls into place perfectly. There's no way they should have beat the Ravens, but they did, and they shouldn't actually beat Josh Allen finally.
And they beat the Bills, and they beat the Dolphins.
So I'm talking about. Did they play the Dolphins? No, that's too many games.
They played. Ronbo,
they only needed 3.
Dolphins, Bills, and Ravens.
Did they play 4 games? What, 1, 2, 3? Okay. Yeah, the Dolphins were in the playoffs. Yeah.
Yes.
See, they came in as a wild card and they rolled.
And we came in as the 1 seed.
Yeah.
We went in as the 1 seed.
I know. We worked hard for that 1 seed too. We're so proud of that. Got a week off to rest. Everything comes to our house. Table was set. No, we go 3 for 13. The hell are you doing? 3 for 13.
Like I said, Jesus, right, man. A lot of stuff didn't go right in that game, Ronbo. Yeah, 100% right. That fumble that Ray McLeod tried to get on was stupid. But I brought this up on Ronbo. If the score is 28-3 when that happens, we don't even care.
True.
But it's the simple fact that Kyle had 10 points. 10 points, Ronbo. 10 points. You think you're going to beat Mahomes with 10 points at half?
Yeah.
Let's be real, Ronbo.
Unless you got 40 in the first half, yeah.
Come on, Ronbo. Like that. It's going to be a tough game, Ronbo. It is.
And there's no reason to believe we're going to win it. I agree. They haven't lost a game all season. And it shows you how good they are because they've been winning games by small margins. They're not beating anybody up. And Kubiak over with the Saints he ran the offense with us last year. That's why their biggest beatdown was against the Saints. That scared me when I read that. I said, oh, my God.
But you got to think, they're not beating anybody up, but they're beating a lot of good teams. Remember, they played the Ravens. They played the Bengals.
Okay,
they played the...
Jay, keep it all in perspective, though. The Ravens started off kind of slow. Even the Raiders beat them. And also, Burrows, they can't win a game to save their life. They escaped the Falcons. The Chargers, they escaped. And they beat up on the Saints. So that means they're making their way back, though. Just in time for us.
So you telling me none of those – you don't think any of those teams are good teams?
No, I'm just saying you can catch a team. Okay.
Ravens, Falcons, you don't think any of those teams are good?
No, they weren't at that time. Jalen, the Ravens started off getting beat by everybody, right? First 2-3 weeks, anybody could beat them. They lost. Burrow, ever since he dyed his hair and cut it, I think they're still. Have they won a game yet? I don't think so.
The Bengals are the Bengals. I ain't surprised with that.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. They ran across perfectly timed games. You know what? That wasn't them that beat the Texans. No. Yeah. See, that's okay. We're going to be the best test they've had all season.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. All right.
No, really. Look at the teams they play. As I mentioned, the Ravens weren't ready yet. The Bengals are not ready at all.
What makes you think we're ready? We just lost to the Cardinals and the Rams and the Vikings. What makes you think we're ready?
You can get me to argue about that.
Are we King Arthur pulling out the sword? Were we the chosen ones or something?
We are. We're gonna go. I really gotta go. I gotta get up really early. So I'm gonna tell you, we're going during that score.
Doctors or lawyers or pimps, don't let them be cowboys. Ronbo, I laughed so hard. Ronbo, I hurt my ribs. Laughing, I was at the restaurant.
They couldn't keep that score down in the 30s. You guys let them get damn near 50 points. My Lord.
Ronbo, did you see? If you saw the game, because it was the game of the week, and they showed the crowd at the end of the game, it was like a funeral.
It was sparse, wasn't it? I mean, Cowboy fans, they've got to know this is what y'all got, man.
It's over.
Stop anticipating beat-ups because they're not going to do it, not this year. And you ain't got any money anymore either. So
No. And they was fool's gold after game one, after they beat Cleveland, paid Dak. They shouldn't have paid Dak, Ronbo. Now they stuck with that contract.
Everybody said that.
Yep.
And
he threw 2 picks in that game.
Oh,
he
yeah,
threw
I saw
2
it.
the week before in Pittsburgh.
And had that look on his face. I love that Dak look after he throws a pick. Where those guys come from?
Like Jameis Winston? When that deer in the headlights dumb look?
Yeah. Dak, you look confused. You need to learn how to read a defense, boy. What are you doing?
That Texas boy was in here earlier. He was mad at me. I said, "Don't get mad because I've been telling you the truth all summer, and now you still in denial." Then he got out the chat, Ronbo. We ain't gonna see Texas boy for a while. Yes, sir.
The Cowboys, and then they paid CD, and you haven't paid Micah. I wonder how long they think Micah's going to be amused by the fact that, well, they may not have any money. They don't care about that. So I can't wait to see what Jerry does.
My analogy is slowly but surely coming true, and it's not going to get easier for them. They got to go to San Francisco after this bye, to Atlanta, then Houston, then Philly, all at home. They're going to lose all those.
Because actually, I was surprised that they squeaked by Pittsburgh.
Yeah, me too. They shouldn't have won that, but Pittsburgh, offensively, Pittsburgh is challenged.
Yeah, they are. They just can't muster up any points. But, man, the Cowboys weren't doing a whole lot of things against them. But if they ever get anybody to get that offense on track, Russell's starting now.
2 picks in that game. He threw 2 picks in that game.
I know. I was sitting there. I was watching Twitch. Hey, watch Dak throw a third pick. he just wouldn't do it. I was waiting for that. I said, Dak, you just robbed that company of some money. That'll bring you up on charges for grand theft, larceny.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
Well, Ron, what happened? You called it. It's official. Adams is now a Jet.
Yeah, no.
I guess he'll be staying with Aaron Rodgers if he gets the wrong place.
Yeah, I knew it. It happened. It took a little longer than I thought, but I knew it was going to be this week. They have got to figure that out. Tony, what's going to happen if they don't even get to the playoffs? What is their record now? They've lost how many?
I think are they two? They're 2-4. I think it's salvageable because they got a good defense. I love Breece Hall. He balled out in yesterday's game. Because now you got Devontae Adams because that Mike Williams guy they got from L.A. Rumble, he keeps getting hurt. He got hurt on that last play. So it's going to be Devontae Adams, the kid they got from Ohio State, their first-round pick, and Lazard. You see Lazard catch that Hail Mary?
Man, and I was wondering why do you need Lazard? I thought he already had some talent over there. Garrettson, something like that, as you were talking to. Devontae
Garrett Wilson. Yep.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson. Devontae and Wilson, that right there is really too much. I don't know. And with Aaron, even if he is a little worn out, he ain't gonna have any problems now.
Their offensive line should be gelling, Rambo. They got the players they got on their offensive line are good players, but for some reason they're not gelling yet as of yet.
Yeah, you know how an offensive line works. It takes a while for them to get it together.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. What's the word on Christian McCaffrey?
Probably after the bye week. He's supposedly making gains and getting better, I guess. And I'm thinking somebody said Chiefs game. No, that's not going to happen. Cowboys game, no need. He should go ahead and wait till after the bye week, and he's got 8 weeks of football.
What's your rookie running back from Louisville? What's his name again?
Oh, Guarindo. He looked good last week. You know what?
Ronbo, he had 99. He had 99 yards Sunday. He had 99 yards.
He could have had 100 with a touchdown. And people still think he didn't do that on purpose. I love Grindo's answer. No, I seen him, man. He's fast, but I saw the sidelines. They kept telling me, get down, get down, get down. I just went in and went down. He dropped down because he wasn't going to. Garrett wouldn't. Isaac wasn't going to get caught that close to the goal line. He did that on purpose because they want to run some more clock off so they don't get the ball back. But yeah, he's going to be okay. I think he's getting used to the NFL. If he does get used to the NFL, I think we got something special there.
Yep. I heard said something that made some sense, Ronbo. You remember how the AFC was kind of above the NFC? I think the balance of power has changed on that because he said New York, it's going to be hard for them to get a wild card, they should get a wild card in the AFC, but if New York was in the NFC, he said you might have San Francisco and Atlanta as wild cards, which I don't think you guys or us are going to be wild cards. Then you got Green Bay, Detroit, Minnesota. He said the NFC will be harder. He said the Jets better be lucky they are in the AFC because the NFC is tougher, and I agree.
Hey, you know what? As I was just going over some teams now, the Bengals don't look like the Bengals. The Ravens are getting on track. The Houstons are still going to be tough, but the Houstons seem to be feeling a little bit of a sophomore pressure. They're not looking as devastating as they did last year.
The Chargers are a quiet 4-2. Watch out for them.
Yeah, I keep wondering. They got all the people they need to put up a good offensive against the rest of the NFL.
The defense is pretty good this year, too.
Oh, yeah. Harbaugh's not going to have it any other way. Oh, yeah. You knew that was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Buffalo's winning that East, and I knew that. Miami's done. To me, Miami's done and Dallas are done. Y'all can forget it.
Yeah.
Even
Miami's
if Tua comes back, Miami's not going to do anything.
Yeah, they're out. Because you got to have Tua. I mean, Mike McDaniel said he's going to be back sometime this year, but is he going to be able to stay back? And you guys got to get that kid killed. Seriously, he cannot. How many more times are you going to bang his head around? And he took off his safety helmet that they specially designed for him. What the hell did he do that for?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
yeah.
And
the Rams, y'all can forget it. What the Rams are 1-5.
They're 1-4. They played 5 games, but you know what? Wait, am I right? 1-4. I think.
No, you're right because they were on the bye this week. They were on the bye this past week.
So yeah, but they play the Raiders, and I suspect they think they're now know Devontae. Devontae, was he making that big of a difference with the Raiders? Because he's out most of the time.
He was, but then he all of a sudden because he wanted out, he pulled a hamstring, and then he ain't played the last couple
it's
games.
Always the same injury.
Yep. What got me was Buffalo went out and got Amari Cooper. That was a good move by Buffalo.
Yeah, because I didn't. Who saw that coming? And that's it. Cleveland was supposed to contend this year. They quit.
Fire sale, and you called out when you said this because of Watson's contract. They're gonna have to do a fire sale now.
Yeah. Who is Tony Banks?
I tell you what. If anybody from Cleveland listening, call Atlanta. We'll give y'all a 2025 second-round pick and a 2026 second-round pick, and we'll throw in our second-round pick from 2022, Arnold Ebiketie, the outside linebacker, for Myles Garrett.
Yeah, everybody will make that deal, Tony. I mean, they put Myles Garrett up. Everybody's going to be a bidding war. Because Myles is going to want out at some point soon. And they know they can get good stuff for him, too. Tony,
especially if because I'm hearing Max Crosby on the trading block. So if they trade Max Crosby, you can expect Myles Garrett to say, "Hey, get me out of here. I want to win."
Wait, Max Crosby. Which guys in Detroit that's got hurt?
Hutchinson. Yeah, they were talking about him going to Detroit. They were talking about
I'm just thinking about where's Hutchinson's out for a while, so nobody's going to trade him anyway. So it is Max. Max is telling everybody, I'm not trying to get traded, y'all. I need this team to get back. So, yeah. We'll see what happens.
And Brady, Tom Brady is now a minority owner of the Raiders. They approved it today. That doesn't surprise you, does it?
Just hilarious. Tony, I'm gonna go. I gotta get some rest here. But listen, we'll see you Friday, and we'll talk about scores. All right?
Yes, sir. And Cowboy fans, I know y'all shoot up y'all TVs and throw bricks at your TVs. But we tried to tell you all summer this is how it was going to be.
Wouldn't listen. Now your feelings are hurt. You should have been prepared.
Yep. Yes, sir. Ronbo, I will talk to you on Friday. We're going to take care of business Sunday. Seattle comes to Atlanta. We're going to take care of them.
Beat them up.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I'll see you Friday, sir.
Can't wait. Night, Tony. There goes Tony and them Falcons, who are seriously tough. Them I'm going to roll. And tell you what, thanks for the contributions. Thank you. And please don't forget to subscribe. And by the way, I just figured out, Lloyd Banks, that is the young Montana. I told him, you want to come in and troll? He's got the same silly, ridiculous statements. And you want to troll? That's right. I'll allow that. There you go. Just don't insult me. Do not disrespect Young in Montana, and you can come in and be you. All right? That's all I ask. We came halfway. We're both happy. All right? Thank you. Fam, I'll see you Friday. Niners!